Welcome back to the Who's Rapping Sports Podcast, the greatest sports podcast you've never heard of yet, featuring 5 friends from college debating all things sports all year long. I'm Logan. We have our guy Cam,
What's going on?
our guy Mio over here,
Hey there.
Clarence,
It's your boy Clarence.
and Tamar.
Yo.
All right. We have a ton of questions to get to today. So we're gonna get right into it. First off, we do want to say this past week was a 2-year anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death, the late great Kobe Bryant. So everybody has a little bit of purple or yellow on. I got a Kobe shirt if y'all can see it.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about my Mamba chain.
Well,
As we all know, Kobe used to have the number 8, and this chain is like a snake in that number. I always keep this chain on me to hopefully I can bring up the same energy Kobe brought to games. And rest in peace, Kobe and Gigi.
Well, I have no Kobe gear, but I got an Eagles hat back there. He was an Eagles fan, so
Mm-hmm.
that could be
You see
something.
Tay with the do-rag and Clarence has a little purple on his shirt. But RIP to the late great Kobe Bryant. In other news. In
We're
other
gonna just
news.
jump right-
Yeah, we about to. My bad. In other news, I'm just gonna touch on the coaching carousel in the NFL right now. Just we're not gonna talk about it today, but we will get to it a little bit probably the next episode or down the line. But we did see Brian Daboll is coming in as the Giants' new head coach. Eberflus is coming as the Bears' new head coach. Nathaniel Hackett got hired as the Broncos' new head coach, and Sean Payton is stepping down as the Saints head coach. So we'll talk about who should fill that vacancy in later episodes. But all right, we just had one of the greatest divisional rounds of the playoffs ever. So there's a ton to talk about there. So our first question: the Kansas City Chiefs were victorious Sunday night in what many believed was one of the greatest NFL playoff games of all time. The Bills and Chiefs combined for 25 points scored once the clock stopped at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes threw for 378 yards, while Josh Allen finished the game with 329 passing yards. Both players end up with 4 TDs, and they both made plays throughout the night with their legs. Some believe this game is only the beginning of a special quarterback-led rivalry. Who do you believe Allen versus Mahomes AFC rivalry could become anything close to the Brady versus Manning rivalry?
Now, I'm gonna start it off.
Get it going.
Do I think it's gonna be like it? I don't know. Possibility, but I'm thinking nah.
Okay.
But
why
the
no?
thing about it, we're not gonna say it's just Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes rivalry. I'm gonna say it's a 3-player rivalry: Lamar, Josh, and Patrick.
It's a little quick, but I'd actually add Burrow to that too. He is different.
I can add Burrow to that. You can add Burrow to that. But you can add Burrow to that because they all like AFC young, great, talented players.
Mhm.
They both changed the franchises. I mean, the Ravens always been good, but Lamar, Lamar brought more fans to the Baltimore Ravens. I can say that.
Big trust.
Big trust, yeah. So I'm not gonna say it's just Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. It's gonna be all 4 of those quarterbacks. That's a rivalry.
Even Herbert too, but I'll go next. I'm gonna say
Herbert
yes.
too. It's a lot of
AFC. Hey, the AFC they have some great young quarterbacks.
I mean, is there a lot of good young quarterbacks on the NFC?
We got Hurts. We got
but Hurts not on their level.
No, I don't think it is. They have a nice little set of young QBs in the AFC coming up, so I don't think we have that in the NFC.
And plus, we
got Brady, Rodgers.
I say this: whenever Trevor Lawrence found the right coach, watch it from Trevor Lawrence one day.
You think so?
Yeah,
we'll see. All right, let me go second. I'm gonna have to say yes. What I saw on was that Sunday night? Oh my goodness. Josh Allen was insane, and Patrick Mahomes was, what we've seen from him always. But I think this definitely can be close to that Brady Manning rivalry. I don't know if it will be, like the Brady Manning rivalry, but it was just incredible to watch, man. The way they battled. Pro Football Focus gave Josh Allen a 95.8 rating, and that's the highest they've ever rated a player in the postseason. he was insane. And to watch them battle was incredible. I think it can be something close. I'm not sure it'll be, as great as it was, but it can be something close. Even with those other AFC quarterbacks, sprinkled in from time to time. All right, somebody take over.
I'll go next. First, I'll say, is it really a rivalry if one guy wins most of the meaningful games?
Thank you, Kwame.
And to that, I say, Mahomes has gone to 4 straight AFC championships, and he's won 3 straight, right?
Wasn't his Josh?
Or he's about to no, he's about to win 3 straight if he wins this one. But Mahomes has been dominating these rivalries. I'm a Ravens fan. Mahomes dominated Lamar, dominated Herbert, dominated Allen, and Burrow has a chance. Burrow has the best chance to make it a rivalry because Burrow has beaten Mahomes first. But if he can't beat him in this game, is it really a rivalry? It's just Mahomes' ownership over the AFC. The AFC is a home for Mahomes.
Okay. I'll say this right because look at this. They call Pittsburgh and the Patriots a rivalry, but mostly the Patriots beating the Steelers doing those times.
Exactly. That was a badly called rivalry. That's not a rivalry.
But it's still a rivalry. That was a great rivalry. Every time they played, Waldo had great games.
Feelings that the Patriots usually won. I don't think that was a rivalry either. It's just one team can feel intense feelings to the other. The other team can be like, oh yeah, we don't like you either, but we're gonna beat you.
Okay, I got something about you because I remember back then you used to say that the Ravens and the Chiefs are a rivalry, probably y'all biggest rivals, but y'all never was a rivalry.
I honestly did not say that.
You did say that.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. Before y'all won. But look, on top of that, the Bills beat the Chiefs during the season this year. So in the playoffs, Mahomes is different. We know this.
The Ravens beat the
Chiefs during the exactly.
Playoffs.
That's what I'm
Chiefs
saying.
Lose regular season games.
But that's what I'm saying. But back to the Brady Manning thing, just for a quick second. Why I say it can definitely be is because Brady won most of those battles and he got, more chips than Manning. I think Mahomes will be like Brady. He'll get more chips. He'll win a little bit more. But Allen will be one of those people standing in his
No, that's
right.
my point.
Allen will
I don't think
something.
it's Brady Manning rivalry. I think it's like the top and who's second place. Allen will be the second place that Peyton Manning was to Brady. He'll be that second place. Not a rivalry. He'll be the second place.
Okay.
He'll play second fiddle to Brady.
Okay. And you think
I think
Mahomes
that's a more
could be
apt comparison
Brady
to this
like.
situation.
All right.
Well, I like to agree with Kwame here because I don't really think there's a rivalry at all. Because as we think about it, Mahomes just be running through them like it's nothing. Even though they give tough games and everything, I just don't see it. At the end of the day, we saw who was the better quarterback, Mahomes, as we saw. But think about it.
Did he outplay Allen though? What do you think? Did he outplay Allen?
It was 13 seconds and he scored. What more did he need to do?
Wait. No. But you just can't say just because Mahomes did that. Bro, Josh Allen did the same thing down the field on them.
Yeah,
he
but
cooked them.
But no. But they're both defensive secondary was bad. They were terrible. So what you mean?
Well, the Chiefs were missing their best player in the secondary. So were the Bills. Both teams were missing their best.
Yeah, both missing. So it's even. So what you mean?
No, but Mahomes still outplayed him. If Josh Allen was really about that life, he would never give Mahomes 13 seconds to think about scoring.
I don't know. 13 seconds seems like I should be safe.
I'm gonna say this.
Did they give Aaron Rodgers?
So you telling me that the dude Davis would be open, that Josh Allen wouldn't throw it to him?
Well, before we act like Josh Allen played perfectly, I think you guys are saying Josh Allen played amazingly. But a perfect game is what he played against New England, where he didn't punt a single drive. There are some drives where the Bills' offense actually stalled out.
You cannot expect a perfect. That is when Josh Allen did that. That was the first perfect game in NFL history. You cannot expect him to have a perfect game.
Exactly. I'm not saying we're expecting it, but to beat Mahomes, you have to be damn near close to it.
And how close was he? He was pretty close.
More.
Pretty close, but wasn't close enough.
Exactly. He needed more.
Seconds.
It's hard.
I should be good with 13 seconds.
Do they give Aaron Rodgers 13 seconds? They make sure he don't get that much time on the clock.
Aaron Rodgers had a whole lot of time on Saturday. He had a whole lot of time on Saturday. That man had one touchdown.
We'll get to that Aaron Rodgers topic later, but
we will. Tell you what you got.
Unfortunately, I agree with Tommy. That's all I can say about that.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, it's not a robbery until it's some real competition. I mean, it's competition, but look at the wins.
Right.
Well, okay. Wait, I got something to say about that. I'm looking at it right now. when Peyton was on the Colts, Brady was 8-4 against him. When Manning was on the Broncos, Brady was 3-2 against him.
That's a rivalry. That 3-2, not that 8-4.
So when Josh Allen wins one game, it can be a rivalry.
No, it takes more than one.
What's their record right now?
Well, he beat him twice. Back last year, he beat him in the playoffs, and this year he beat him in the playoffs.
He got beat. Allen got beat him in the playoffs. That's it. Maybe
all right, so if he beats him once in the playoffs, we're good.
Yeah, but think about this: how is Allen's team actually going to stay together for it to be a rivalry?
I think so.
Rivalry means like stays in competition, in my opinion. Like he has to be proving that the Bills and himself are on the same level as the Chiefs. Let's be honest.
Right.
Even if the Bills beat the Chiefs, we all feel like as an overall team, the Bills are the same level as the Chiefs.
If they beat him in that game, I would have had to say yes because the Bills played,
but they didn't.
The Chiefs played incredible.
Do we all feel the Bills are the same level as the Chiefs?
Yeah, I feel
that's why I don't think it's a rivalry.
They had the
no, we don't think so.
I feel
we think the Chiefs are a level above.
Nah, I feel
the Chiefs are.
You said they're the same?
Bro, they have like the same receiver.
You said they're on the same level, but you said it's not a rivalry.
Because as we saw.
So clearly they're not on the same level.
Well, I'm saying if Josh Allen was on the same level as Mahomes, it's over. But the receiver, look at that. Both defenses not tough.
Okay, wait, but you got Mahomes got Tyreek Hill.
That's a fact.
Allen has Stephon Diggs.
Tyreek.
Hey, Stephon Diggs had what? Like three?
Okay. They didn't target Stephon like that. They target freaking
who fault is that?
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek
you throw to whoever's open.
The whole team. What are you talking about?
Who fault is that?
Gabriel Davis outran the whole team. You throw to whoever's open. I don't get your point on that one.
I'm about to say Allen threw where it was open. Look,
it was Gabriel Davis had the hot hand. You're gonna give him the ball.
Oh yeah, he was
to give him the ball.
But Tyreek Hill just burned everybody in the damn field.
That was crazy.
Mahomes would do. Mahomes gives to everybody.
And then it's hard. It's hard to go against Travis, bro. Come on now.
It's very difficult. Travis Kelce is incredible.
You got the least. You got the best tight end in the league on your team. You got a top 5 wide receiver.
The best quarterback, the best tight end, probably the fastest receiver. That's a tough team to beat. We're gonna leave it there, fellas. Let's get to the second one. Almost dropped my computer. All right, question number 2. So at the end of that game, there was a little controversy about the OT rules. So let's get to this question.
I start off with this question.
So the Chiefs. Let me. Yeah.
Do your whole spiel, man. My bad.
No, you're good. The Chiefs defeated the Bills in OT and moved on to the championship game this weekend. The Chiefs won the toss in OT and went immediately down the field to score a touchdown in the game. After the game, many called for the OT rules to be changed as they felt Allen and the Bills' offense deserved a chance with the ball. Should the NFL change the overtime rules? And if yes, what should they look like? Take it away.
Oh, yeah, I'll start off. Like I said, I have an interesting answer for this one. I say no on this premises. They should keep the overtime rules for 2 reasons. 1, football is a dangerous sport. We have to be able to decide a winner by playing the least. Player safety is concerned. Like the more time these guys put their body on the line in these games, they're taking risks that they don't need to take. So I say keep the overtime rules the way it is. 1 touchdown. Defenses win championships. If your defense can't stop 1 touchdown, doesn't matter coin toss or not, they have no business winning. And overtime is meant for nothing. In all sports, overtime is not meant to be played like a regular game. In soccer, you have penalties. In hockey, you have penalties as well. Overtime is meant to be a deciding factor.
Okay, but Kwame, as you said,
it's meant to
decide, right? But in soccer, right? Don't each team get a chance to score amount of times? Like you said in soccer, for a penalty kick, don't the other team get a chance to hit their penalty kicks?
But exactly, well, here's the thing.
So why?
I'm a soccer fan, true though. I love to put this argument to me, actually. In soccer, goalkeepers guess where the penalty is going to go. You can miss a penalty based off where the goalkeeper just happened to guess right. And there's also a coin toss factor, too. You can pick wherever you go first or you can go second. And actually, there's an advantage to that, too. Teams that usually go first win because they have less pressure. They don't have to make their penalties. They can put the pressure on the other side.
Can I chime in? Let me help Mio just a little bit. I'm agreeing with you 1,000%, Mio, on they should not change the overtime rules at all. You just, supported it poorly.
Poorly.
Why did you talk about soccer when everybody gets a chance?
Soccer and hockey.
No, he didn't let me finish my point. That's exactly my point. Overtime methods are not meant to be fair. They're just meant to decide. They're just meant to find a way to decide a winner. Because the game hadn't decided a winner. A winner has to be picked. That's what overtime is, simply for that in all sports. It's not really meant to be fair.
But in all sports, every team has a chance to win the game. Hockey, they both get to shoot their little
goals. The defense
goals.
has a chance to win the game, do they not? Football's played on two sides. The defense has a chance to win, do they not?
But the opposite team and defense didn't get to pull their chance out the one side. Why we didn't get the opposite team offense to prove that they could score on that defense like they do in college? Every sport has both sides trying to win a game. But football, if you
can the defense not try to win the game though?
Yes, but we didn't get the
let me chime in and help. So, like I said, I'm agreeing with you 1,000%, Mio. They should not change the rules at all. They just changed the rules in 2010 from it being, first score ends the game. You don't have to stop them from scoring. They can score a field goal. Just don't let them in the end zone. If your defense cannot stop a touchdown, you don't deserve to win the game. The Chiefs had 13 seconds. They had 13 seconds, bro. And the defense could not get a stop. Let me tell you something else. The Bills had the number 1 pass defense this year. And they couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes for 13 seconds.
Was they not hurt or not? Was they hurt or not? Answer that.
What are you talking about? Tre'Davious White? Tre'Davious White?
That's a big factor.
We're talking about in general. We're talking about in general.
That's a big factor.
All right, I got another one. I got another one for you. Because I got points on points. So check this out. In 2018, the Chiefs lost to the Patriots in overtime. Right? They appealed to change the rules then so that each team gets the chance to touch the ball.
That makes sense. Every sport does.
Guess who voted against that rule? The Buffalo Bills. They don't deserve a chance with the ball.
Okay, we're not talking about the Bills.
This is their vote biting them in the butt. They deserve that L. Josh Allen was insane. Defense sold him. They did not deserve Logan. Defense wins championship. Get your defense to make
win. How you gonna say defense?
Teams are against overtime rules when it only bites them back. The Chiefs right now are not criticizing the overtime rule, are they? Because it helped them this time, right?
Well, even Andy Reid just said they probably should, go. Each team get the ball.
Bro, how we know the Chiefs defense was going to actually stop Josh Allen?
Oh, they weren't. They weren't.
Okay, why are you saying
were terrible? Josh Allen was gonna walk down that field if they got the coin toss.
But
then that's the Chiefs' fault for not having a good enough defense. That's simple as that, and they'll lose.
It's not the coin toss wins game. It's your defense. Your
defense has to make win games, and we didn't even try to test the other defense to see if they can win games. That is crazy.
No. But
it's overtime. It's not meant to be entirely fair. As I'm saying, the Bills decides a winner.
We are. Wait. Think about this.
13 seconds.
Soccer. We let both goalies try to see if they can win the game.
This ain't soccer.
You bring up soccer again. I tell you, there's a random factor to soccer too. It's just different. One team goes first. The team that goes first gets to heap pressure on the other team if they make their penalties. The team that usually goes first in penalties actually usually wins statistically. Same way in football. The team that usually has the ball first statistically usually wins. It's not really meant to be entirely fair.
And I'll bring up one more point. My last point. Look at this. Everybody talking about the coin toss wins games. No, look at the Cowboys on Thanksgiving against the Raiders. They won the coin toss. They received the ball. What happened?
But the defense won the game, and what happened?
The Raiders defense stopped them.
That's what I'm saying.
And then what happened?
The Raiders defense won the game, and we went to the Cowboys defense. What happened?
You're proving our point. Yes, overtime can work for
the Cowboys defense folded and they lost. That's what happens when you don't play defense. You lose. Defense, you can score all the points you want. It's about can you stop them from scoring?
But look at the Ravens-Raiders game week 1. Both teams had the possession of the ball at one point.
What a game. Oh yeah,
defense worked in that overtime.
Mio, I like teaming up with you, my boy. Come on now, we should do this more.
All these ways, but I'm trying to point something out here. Y'all saying defense wins the game, but every other sport let both defense try to win a game. Every other sport, but
you compare soccer. Soccer has no defensive phase like football. It's constant.
It's a completely there's no side comparison.
Of the ball. But they put the game on the goalie, right? If we go into penalty kicks, we putting the game on the goalie, right?
Bro, I don't care what they do in soccer. This is football.
You can't compare soccer.
This is football.
I see what you're trying to compare, but you can't compare.
No, I'm just saying. Every sport does it. Basketball, we go to OT. Who defense win what?
Very different.
Hockey, we go to OT. Baseball.
And also, Chudo, what do you think about player safety? These are players playing
Do
more
we give a
time
fuck
based off
about
that.
player safety? I'm sorry. Do we give a care about player safety?
Whoa,
You see in
whoa.
college, they be
Yes,
going
we
13
do.
over.
Whoa, we
Yes,
definitely
we do. Yes,
In
we do.
college-
What's wrong with
We
you?
want to see the
overtime.
best players on the field at all times, so we care about their
Okay.
safety as a result.
If y'all care about the safety at all times, y'all would have stopped in college where they just have one OT.
I've seen Cam. I want to see Cam chime in on this debate.
I was about to say, they've
College
been quiet. Let's get them in on here.
17 OT.
Okay, this is what I think.
Who do you agree with, Cam?
I believe I agree with. I see both sides. I more agree with Neo's side, but then I say this: it's like, why don't they do something like? I mean, they already changed the rule before, like the field goals now. If you make a field goal, then the team
2010
can go ahead and try to get a touchdown or another field goal. I think it's even. I think it's good. I mean, to me, this is what I would say. I'll try, like, if a team scores a touchdown, then the other team got a chance to get a touchdown to the game, and then something like that. But I'm going with Neo's side.
So you're gonna say
because
the
thing about it, I don't think we should do that because these players are getting paid money,
Mm-hmm.
and
in college.
I know college.
In college, they getting paid what? To go outside and eat food for fun.
No, they're getting paid.
Well, they're
They're
actually
getting
start paying them.
NIL rules.
Now they just getting.
We all know the NCAA is kind of suspect.
Oh, we do. Under the table money.
Some players are getting paid to go to IM classes for free.
But the NFL got hella lawsuits, so it's like, would you risk that? No.
This is what they signed up for.
I wouldn't change.
If you go to war, you sign up to die.
It is what they signed up for.
To fight for. If you go to war to fight for your country, you sign up to die.
Right.
If you go to play football, you sign up your brain to turn to mush.
Right, and they signed up to play defense. They signed up to play defense.
They don't sign up to get injured. No one signs up to get injured. Teams have compensation packages for players who get injured for a reason. You don't sign up to get injured. You sign up to play your heart out.
Very important to us here at Who's Rapping.
Well, I don't care about their safety.
All right, Tay, you go ahead. You go ahead, Tay.
I admit, but Trudeau's sentiment fits the average fan. They don't care about safety. I will admit.
We're not the average fan. We care about safety here at Who's Rapping.
Boy, if Dak
Prescott about the fans and safety, we care about both. Trudeau represents the other side of it.
Hey, Tay, go ahead, Tay. You go ahead, Tay.
You lucky.
I support Trudeau, bro. I support Trudeau. Everyone deserves a chance. Everyone deserves a chance, bro. I feel like it's not a real chance. Really think about it. It's not a real chance, bro. Both defenses should get a chance to stop the other team. If only one gets to do it or one fails, that's not. Everyone should get a chance.
But it is.
We
They
believe
both
the
get a
defense
chance.
gives them a chance. The defense
I'm about to say,
hold
to a field goal.
If Kansas City scores, the Bills don't get a chance.
Okay, fine. Let's look at the
But
reverse side.
if your defense holding to a field goal, you get a chance. If your defense gets a,
you only need a field goal after that too.
Just a field goal.
It's the team's effort for the dub. I feel like it's never just one side that gets the win.
Yeah, right. But that's why you win OT in the first place. Y'all ain't do enough during regulation.
But what if Josh? Okay, you saying Josh Allen had a perfect game, right? What if Josh Allen?
I didn't say perfect.
Well, perfect. He had the best game out there. He could make.
He was incredible.
They can be Pat Mahomes and they could be Brady and shit. But forget it. Same Josh Allen went out there and shit the bed versus the defense in OT.
Right.
This whole perfect game would have went out the window. His whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. If Buffalo would have won the coin toss and they would have won the game, we would have the same argument.
Yeah. And I think if they won the coin toss, they would have won the game because they were just torching that defense all night.
Where was this argument? I mean, I understand they probably did argue about this, but when the Patriots beat the Falcons.
Oh, in OT, yeah.
We knew people knew it was over when the Patriots won that coin toss. Like, it's over.
Yeah,
momentum was on their side.
That's still
momentum, boy. What a momentum swing. All right, let's hop to the next one. Nice little debate there. We're gonna have to agree to disagree, fellas. All right, we got some more divisional games to cover. Question number 3: fell short against the Rams, losing 27-30 on a game-winning field goal after Cooper Kupp got loose in the secondary moments before. Since the very end of that game, there's been plenty of speculation that this could be Brady's final season. What do you think? Has Brady played his last snap?
Oh, I don't know if this is breaking news or anything, but earlier today, they said he might actually retire. He talked to a close friend about they about to end this. This might be his last season. It was on some sports podcast. I mean, not sports podcast. It was on somebody ESPN. I forgot, but it was on video.
Wow.
I believe that this might be his last season. I think that because like if he doesn't retire, he's gonna resign back with the Bucks. If he does retire, he's gonna sign 1 day contract with the Patriots. Retire with the Patriots. I think this is last season because I mean he said something about Kobe retire, spend time with his family and all that. So I think Tom is getting to that age that, like, he wants to spend time with his family now.
Kiss his son on the lips.
I think so too, man. He's getting up there. He's what, 44 right now?
Yeah.
So he always talks about playing till 45.
I mean, to be honest, he said that he wants to play to 45. He might actually like say it's my last year.
Oh, he's 45 already, right?
He's 44.
He's 44. His birthday in August.
Wow, yeah.
Should be 45 next season, yeah.
I mean, to me, it's 50-50.
Okay, so for me, it's not 50-50. I think at first I was like, oh, he's gonna come back and probably be, one more year. But he's talking a lot, like in a reflective term, in a reflective way. Like I heard something a couple of days ago. He's talking about he's proud and satisfied of the accomplishments he's had, which is not something you hear Tom Brady say. He usually one of his famous quotes was, what's your favorite Super Bowl? The next one. He's always looking forward. So to see him kind of like reflecting and stuff, it's like,
you feel like
this could really be it.
I feel like he feel like this team is over now. He knows it's over.
It's not as stacked as it was, right? When AB's out and then Godwin's injured. So it's not as easy to just, destroy everybody. But so I would say I'm holding out hope that he has one more season. But I'm not sure. It's close for me.
He probably don't
this has been my theory for a while. Brady's playing as long as it's fun for him. As long as he's good at the sport, as long as he shows no decline like the way Peyton did in his final career, as long as he decides a shot to win us another Super Bowl, Brady will play. Right now, Brady is mulling up whether or not he has a realistic shot of winning the Super Bowl next year. The reason he came back this year was because first year in the NFC, won the Super Bowl with the Bucks. Why would I stop there? Brady wants more. Brady likes to win. And a lot of guys talk about they want to retire just to relax. Brady loves this game. Don't ever doubt that. Brady would want to play till 50 because Brady, probably like most other guys, they can't imagine their lives without football. Brady is one of those people who loves the nitty-gritty of football, the preparation, the training. Brady loves all of that. So I think Brady right now he's probably looking at this team like, can these guys give me another ring? Because if these guys can't win another Super Bowl for me, what is the point of even playing? Brady's probably looking in reflective terms to say, I've already done enough. So if I retire, I don't have to worry about whether or not my status as the GOAT is cemented. It already is cemented. He's thinking, can I cement it some more? That's it. But if he feels like he can't win anymore and he's done that, he's going to retire. There's no point. Brady does not play any games not to win. He only plays to win. So if he feels like he can't win, he will not play. So with that set in mind, I think he comes back. This Bucks team still has one more go in it. One more.
I want to agree with you, Kwame, but I also think it might be the coach. If he retires this year, I think AB might get a point. Bruce, what's his name? Bruce Arians, whatever. He might not be that guy.
I think that's partially true.
They won the Super Bowl last year.
No.
That was his first year, though.
I think the allegation of Bruce Arians about AB have some truth to them, but like I don't think any of them play in regards to Brady. Brady has a lot of control of that team.
I'm about to say, they have a good relationship. Yeah.
That's what they want you to think.
I think it's obvious on this outside, like Brady has reached the status of an athlete where like he controls like operations. So like I think Bruce Arians will probably like shoot Brady out in team meetings just to make himself look good in front of the players. But like when it comes time to make a decision, they ask Brady. They don't ask the other guys. They ask Brady. How do you think?
I think he's earned that.
He's earned that, yeah, of course. But we all know that what Bruce Arians cannot really do anything to affect Brady. He's probably begging Brady to come back.
Yeah, because he's not a good coach. I'm just being honest.
I don't know if that's what that means. He had James Winston throwing 30 picks. Go ahead, Tay.
Brady made coaches look better.
Let's remember Bruce Arians was Cardinals with Carson Palmer. Let's remember that.
Hey, he took him all the way to what? NFC Championship, right? But he
Yeah.
lost to Cam.
It derailed.
Bro, he had Jameis throwing 30 picks. Come on,
bro. Jameis Winston is actually my man got at least eye surgery.
Jameis Winston threw 30 picks, bro.
Bro, 30 picks.
He also threw 30 touchdowns and 5,000 yards.
And
I think
30,
that's
that
more.
cancels it. 30 picks. 30.
And he had less.
30
He had less weapons than Brady. Think about that.
He did. He didn't have AB and Gronk. No, he didn't have AB and Gronk. But he did have.
I think Gronk was more of like Jameis had weapons too, but Gronk was more like AB, Tom Brady's personal weapon.
Right.
Gronk,
he brought AB and Gronk with him.
Jameis just had Mike Williams. I mean, that's Mike Evans and I think Godwin.
Chris Godwin. And then he had Cameron Brate and OJ Howard at one point too.
OJ Howard. Yep.
Boy,
He brought
OJ.
Fournette. Fournette came with Brady too, so he did bring some weapons with him.
I think if Bruce Arians led offense is better run by a quarterback like Brady, who can like take risks that are calculated. Jameis cannot take calculated risks. Jameis is
because they go bad.
Jameis just takes any risk. He throws it up, basically.
Yeah.
You can't say that. He had the Saints looking good into the ACL.
No, but that's different systems. Is what Mio's saying. I have to agree with him there. But go ahead, Tay.
Boy retiring. I don't know what y'all talking about, boy.
You think he retiring?
That boy done. Because he shattered a bunch of records. I don't say a bunch of records this season, but the ones that was important to him, I think he accomplished most of them, like passing stuff.
He did like break a 600 touchdown pass record or barrier. Not even record. He already had the record, but he reached the barrier.
And he solidified most of his stats, stuff like that. I feel like what more, bro?
Led the league in passing at 44.
Like, yeah, you did a.
Well, I got an example. Like Jerry Rice had broken a lot of wide receiver records before he retired, but he still kept playing 2 more seasons after, right? Sometimes some players just want more.
They want them records out of reach. That's what it is.
Exactly. You don't think Tom is a competitive enough person to say, I want more? If I can do more, I'll do more. And Tom loves it.
You might be right, but he just don't seem.
We'll keep you guys.
But these are all speculations. None of us know Tom Brady.
No, not at all. Nah, I know. He's retiring, bro. Nah, I know.
We'll keep y'all updated. Who's rapping, fam? All right, let's hit. What are we on? Number 4 now. The LA Rams defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as we just said, on a game-winning field goal, sending the defending champs home early. Rams wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. caught 6 catches for 69 yards and 1 highlight toe tap catch. Odell's former QB, Baker Mayfield, recently made a post reporting that his shoulder surgery was successful, and he cannot wait to get back to his normal self. With Odell thriving and the Rams winning, what does this say about Baker Mayfield?
Boy is not who he said he is.
Would you like to elaborate, please?
Baker Mayfield just showed his true self. What we just saw.
Everybody thought Baker
trash, garbage. He had 2 top receivers, and he couldn't win with 2 top receivers.
Wait. Okay. Oh, you talking about Odell? Okay.
He had Landry and Odell. How you can't win with Odell and Landry?
Hey,
Clarence, I gotta stop you. I can't believe I'm going against you so much today. Clarence, it did not show true self. I'm a Ravens fan. I can tell you, Baker is a solid quarterback. Just because the receiver didn't work with him doesn't say anything about him. The reason people thought Odell was better with Baker is there was a stretch of games when Baker was healthy last season that he played better with without Odell. This season, Baker made one mistake. He played through an injury in a contract year. He tried to will his team to the playoffs. The intention was good. It was terrible, though. But Baker, this does not say anything about Baker's skill. Baker, in my opinion, is a slightly above average quarterback. This does not take him down from that or elevate him above that. Odell doing better with the Rams? He's doing less. When you look at Odell's stats with the Rams, they're not as gaudy as they were with the Rams. They're solid.
What?
Baker's an all right quarterback.
They're better than they were with the Browns.
What's she talking about, bro?
He's scoring touchdowns. Yes, he's scoring touchdowns. He is scoring touchdowns. They're using him. Yes. But let's not also forget, the Browns are a run-based team. The Rams are more of a passing team. So, of course, those stats will increase naturally.
What?
The Rams,
but when you have Odell Beckham on your team, you got offense.
Also, Sean McVay is heading the Rams offense. Who do you think is a better offensive mind to get Odell's talents to be used more? And I'll say Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback than Baker. All this stuff makes sense, but doesn't mean Baker's not who he is. Baker is a slightly above average quarterback still, in my opinion.
So where do you real quick, Clarence? I know you're trying to kill him here, and I love it. Well, where do you rank Baker Mayfield? Just give me a range of quarterbacks.
16.
16 out of 32.
Yeah.
Starting quarterback. Okay. Go ahead, Clarence. Go back in there.
Okay. You saying Baker Mayfield had this injury and all that, but Jarvis Landry and Odell both had trash quarterbacks. Because I know, no offense to Eli, but at the end of his career,
He was
Eli
old.
yeah, but Odell still had what numbers, and they had Saquon Barkley in the backfield. So you trying to tell me
how many wins did those numbers produce when Jarvis was on the Dolphins and Eli and Odell was on the Giants? They only had one playoff season. There was that one season. I give them that.
how many wins the Browns had? How many playoff seasons the Browns had?
There are a lot of times where receivers have gotten numbers on trash teams. Remember Calvin Johnson on the Lions? DeAndre Hopkins with the Texans when they had what's his name at quarterback? They had a lot of guys at quarterback that
but
year.
But they numbers don't derail. DeAndre Hopkins went to the Cardinals and his numbers didn't drop dramatic. They didn't drop. He was still the same basically.
They weren't the same as they were when he was the Texans. They had trash quarterbacks. Trash quarterbacks can get receivers good numbers and still not win games. That is a thing that happens.
Baker Mayfield is a trash quarterback. You sound like Skip right now. Baker Mayfield is a trash quarterback.
Baker Mayfield is not good. I have to agree. Who
is Jarvis Landry quarterback, bro? Really, Ryan Tannehill or something?
It was Tannehill in Miami. Go ahead, Cam.
Ain't he in the Titans, bro? Ain't he with the Titans? And none of them receivers doing good, right?
I'm gonna say this.
What, AJ?
Can't speak.
I think Baker. Okay, I think next season is his last year in his contract, right?
I believe so.
Did they pick up his option?
Yeah, they did.
I think that's what they did.
Did they?
All right.
They did.
They did. Okay, I think this is Baker's last chance, but I believe that Baker, he's better. He's better than most of the quarterbacks in the league. He's not better than like the Aaron Rodgers and all that. He's better than Sam Darnold. I say that.
Agreed.
The hell says Sam Darnold good?
He's better than Sam Darnold.
Okay, would you agree with me when I said he's top 16, right? He's top 16.
He's top 16. He's not. He's not in the bottom. It's just he played with an injury. They even said in his shoulder, if you move around like that, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, a torn labrum is literally how you throw. So I think that's the thing. You guys can't judge him off that.
I mean, we saw how Baker can play. We seen his potential. We seen that he has some potential. No, don't say
time out. He has potential, but what was that playoff game he had last year? I think what year was the playoff game?
Last year.
Last year against the Chiefs.
Chiefs? How'd that look?
He beat the Steelers and lost to the Chiefs. They almost beat him, but Patrick Mahomes got injured.
How'd that look though?
The Steelers
Baker didn't lose the game. Yeah.
Baker didn't lose the game. He didn't look great, but he didn't look terrible either. He looked middle of the road.
That was his truth. Wait,
hold up. Tay, what you say?
That game against the Steelers, the Steelers were struggling more than Baker was having success.
That's 100% right. The Steelers sold that game.
But I want to give you this. As a game manager, Baker did nothing to lose in that game. He threw 3 touchdowns that game. He did his thing.
Jimmy, this is what I'm saying. Same thing.
I was about to say, and I brought the stats with me today. Check this out. Pro Football Focus. They gave Baker Mayfield a rating this year. I know we're gonna say he was injured, blah blah. This year, a 63 rating. Jimmy G has a 75 rating. Jimmy G has a 75 rating.
But Jimmy G trash every day.
And everybody thinks Jimmy G is terrible. But I have to say,
I actually don't think Jimmy G is terrible as people say he is. But
I'm about to say I agree with you. I would take Jimmy G over Baker any day.
Actually,
Baker
Logan,
Mayfield
you said
is not
I'm going to say he's injured. Yeah, Baker was injured. I'm not saying I'm going to disregard the rating, but let's acknowledge that his abilities were extremely hampered this season. Why is he being judged off this season when he was clearly injured and not his past seasons?
So let me help you.
Baker has a rookie touchdown record.
Let me help you. Wait, let me tell you something. I'm looking at Baker's stuff right here, bro. He's PFF throughout all his career right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time this man's in the 60s.
Okay.
It coincides with his injury, right?
Yeah, this is the first time.
I don't believe Baker is as bad as he looked this year. I just don't believe that he's that dude. When you talk about the AFC,
why did he break the rookie touchdown record?
Why does he have the most picks in the league since he came here? Because he's not that dude. He's not that dude. When we were talking about the AFC, we mentioned it earlier. We have Herbert, we have Mahomes, we have Allen, we have Lamar, we have Burrow. Baker is not on their level.
Hey, nobody mentioned Baker. Nobody even said his name.
He's not on their level. He will never, ever be on their level.
But we're saying he's a starting caliber quarterback. I think he's like the line.
I think he's a starting quarterback. He don't gotta be in their level. He can start. He's a
He can
starting.
be a starting quarterback. He will not get a chip. He will not get a chip.
Like, if your quarterback's better than Andy Dalton, you're good. But if he's worse than him, you're not good. I think there's a Baker scale. If your quarterback's worse than Baker, you have a problem. If he's better than Baker, you're solid. I think that's the scale.
We got
Baker's the middle of the pack.
I think we got Ryan Tannehill is a starting quarterback. I don't think he's a good quarterback either.
Who
would you take him over Baker?
Who? Yeah, I would, because he actually wins games.
I'll take him over Baker too.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill? Oh, yeah, cool.
I'll take Baker because I think Baker has more years than Tannehill left in the tank. Just for that simple reason.
Okay, let's just say one season. Next season, would you take Tannehill or Baker?
I'll take Tannehill by a close
Smart
one.
Man. All right, we all said Tannehill. We can agree there. All right, but so it looks like we're disagreeing on. I just don't believe Baker is the guy to take them to the Super Bowl.
Okay, but let me give you some before
I'm gonna say this. If you're the football team, if you're looking for a quarterback, you should get Baker Mayfield then. He's a better chance than any other quarterback that y'all can get.
Are you
saying for Washington? Are you saying for Washington?
Yeah,
better quarterback than
bro.
Heineke.
I don't. We're not talking Washington. I don't care about.
I'm just saying.
I'll tell you right now. I'll take Heineke. Don't give me Baker. I don't want Baker.
So then you gonna lose.
He will not. He's not good enough.
Is this your boy?
Not good enough to bring me a chip. Bring me a chip. Heineke can be a placeholder till you give me somebody who can bring me a chip. I don't want Baker. He will not bring me a chip.
Hey, Clarence.
He had 13 picks this year in 14 games.
I might have
to think about it. I'm gonna say this. I think Heineke.
I didn't say Heineke better.
I think Baker Mayfield played better than him this season.
Better than Heineke?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Baker's better than Heineke. All day, every day. But give me Heineke as a placeholder till we find somebody. I don't want Baker. I don't want him at all.
Let me get the last word on this question.
He can't bring me a chip. He can't. Go ahead.
As a Ravens fan, I'm not endorsing Baker. I really don't like seeing Baker win. The reason I say this is I've seen the Browns meddle around through quarterbacks who are actually bad. Baker, I've seen him put us in games against us. When they have Baker, I get scared. I will not lie. He gives them a chance to win. With the Browns, easy to compare. The Browns have had trash quarterbacks. So we know what trash looks like on the Browns. Baker isn't trash. We can all agree on that.
Baker is probably the most successful quarterback they had
on the Browns. Yeah,
but I feel like this
for that reason, I think they should not take a risk and try to go shopping quarterbacks like they had before because they've had a bad history doing so.
You
finish that, Trudel, please, because I heard it's beautiful.
But this Browns team is actually better than all the past Browns teams.
They are stacked.
There's team.
Could you imagine? My bad. Go ahead.
No, you got they had Josh Cribbs. They had Josh Cribbs, Josh Gordon, but that defense has Myles Garrett. Come on, bro. Myles Garrett is probably top 5 DN in the league.
Again, as a Ravens fan, this is not the first time a Browns team has been called stacked and failed. This is not the first time.
But why do you think they're failing? Could you imagine? They have the best running back tandem in the league. It's not close, right?
They do.
The Browns have had good running backs before. Do you guys remember Peyton Hillis?
This is the best.
That was 1 year.
He said a 1 year wonder. He really named a 1 year.
That 1 year, though, they had a running back.
They have two of the best running backs in the league. Could you imagine if Josh Allen was on that team? The team is stacked.
We're not gonna act like Josh Allen has talent around him too.
No.
I'm just saying Baker gives
the Browns
them a chance.
have more talent, though. I think the Browns have more talent.
I'm not saying Baker's as good as Josh Allen, but I'm saying Baker gives them a chance. You could do much worse than Baker.
Against
put much
those
worse quarterbacks and they'll lose more.
All right, we're gonna leave it there. My bad. Go ahead, though. You want to finish?
I was gonna say we're gonna have to go to the next question.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
Nice. I love it, man. We are getting into it today. All right, let's hit question number 5. All right, we're gonna talk a little Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers lost this weekend at the hands of Jimmy G and the 49ers in a game where Rodgers did not record a touchdown. The Packers special teams unit made mistake after mistake throughout the game, and many believe that contributed to the most to this loss. After the game, Rodgers stated he did not want to be a part of a rebuild if he were to continue playing for Green Bay. Who is most to blame for the Packers' loss? And where will Aaron play next year if he does play?
Okay, I think we all gonna agree on this one. Special teams.
100%. I have to agree. Anybody else want to agree?
Yeah, you're right. But we got
Everybody's agreeing.
We got blame Rodgers.
Man,
What the hell?
what'd you say? You said blame Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you're
I like this
disagreeing.
agreement.
You're disagreeing? Go ahead.
No. I agree with him, but we got blame
Uh-huh.
Rodgers too. He ain't throwing a touchdown.
So who do you give most of the blame to?
Oh, special teams.
All right, we can agree. So we all agree special teams. So
Special teams
I'm
gets
gonna
most
do-
of the blame, yes.
So I actually found his name is Maurice Drayton. So I don't
Special
like to
team
call
coordinator
people's
for the
job.
Packers, right?
Yes, Maurice Drayton, man. Come on, bro. Come
All
on,
season,
10
the
men-
Packers actually had special teams troubles, actually.
They had the worst special teams in the league. 10 men on the field for the final game-winning kick. Where is the 11th one? You had a blocked kick after Aaron Rodgers brought you all the way down the field before the half. You had a blocked punt in which you were up 3-10. They scored a touchdown on the block punt. It's 10-10. You lose the game basically off that. The whole momentum flip. You can't do that. Special teams should not be able to take over a game like that. And a snow game like that, one play can just change it. And Maurice Drayton and the entire Packers special teams, they got to be better. They got to be better.
Well, then fine. Let me add some variety to the answer since we all agreed to. I feel like we say special teams, but like I say the Packers front office, the same people who drafted Jordan Love, the same people who could have fired this guy midseason and avoided this entirely, but kept him. They had chances to prevent this. Don't draft Jordan Love. Don't keep the guy who sucks at special teams. They had a chance to prevent this. Packers front office, and that's exactly why Aaron Rodgers wants to leave. He thinks these people are incompetent. He thinks he's been carrying these people, and he wants to show that. He's mulling leaving for this reason.
So since we all agree there, let's hit the second question.
I didn't
Where?
say nothing.
Oh, go ahead. If you want to, I was just saying we all agree, right? So I was just saying we're going to talk about.
No, say your piece. He has his own take on it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I agree, but like, but you sound like where should Aaron Rodgers play next season, right?
Yeah, where should he play? That's what I was gonna say. Move on to the second question. Go ahead.
Oh. I mean, where should he play? I mean, if I was him, I'd go to the Broncos.
And as a note, I said earlier, but his offensive coordinator just signed as the head coach of the Broncos, Nathaniel Hackett.
This is the thing though. Aaron Rodgers wants Devontae Adams to come with him, and Marquise. I can't think of
Marquez Valdes-Scantling, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he wants them to come with him. So somebody has to pay Devontae Adams too.
I think teams that have cap space will pay for Aaron Rodgers, Devontae. That's a godsend. You would pay it if you have it.
Right. And I don't know why he would go to the Broncos. Besides his offensive coordinator being there, the Broncos are not that good. They have talent here and there. They're not that good.
Well, the Broncos have a defense.
Right.
And if Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams can single-handedly support the offense, you might be working with something there.
I don't. But here's why.
This is more like a plug and play.
Here's why I disagree. Because we just saw what Brady did. He left the Patriots because they didn't have enough weapons. He goes to Tampa and they are stacked, right, all around. And all they needed was a quarterback, really. He comes. He's got Evans, Godwin, AB, Gronk, Fournette, Rojo, Cameron Brate, OJ Howard. He's got weapons everywhere. I think if Rodgers leaves, he needs to take the same kind of route. I'm not sure where.
Broncos.
I think he's bringing Devontae Adams with him. That's what it sounds like. So like
that's what I'm saying. If he brings Devontae Adams
on board
and Vasquez, whatever his name is.
I don't think he brings. I think he brings one. I think he's gonna bring just Devontae Adams. I think MVS is gonna go somewhere else unless he wants to take a pay cut. But imagine this Broncos team. I'm not saying he goes to the Broncos or should go to the Broncos. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. Receiving core. Draft the O-line in the first round. Line is probably going to be a little solved off that. Is that not an offensive threat as a team with Aaron Rodgers at the helm?
I don't think that's enough. I don't think that gets you past the Chiefs.
I think Tim Patrick.
It probably doesn't get you past the Chiefs, but it gets you into the playoffs at least as like a third seed. It'll make you a threat.
I think Aaron Rodgers is 37. It's time to get another chip. You don't have time to be all right. We can get to the playoffs. You can get to the playoffs with the Packers. It's time to get a chip. And
the Packers are cap held right now too, so that's another factor. The Packers have to let people go this season.
That's why he said he didn't want to be a part of a rebuild.
Exactly.
Go to 49ers. She should go to the 49ers.
How could you imagine if he replaced Jimmy G?
He can go to the Steelers.
All right.
Ooh.
You pushing it.
That's a good one. Why you
I'm not
pushing?
pushing it. What's wrong with the Steelers?
That team trash, boy. You see that?
No, stop it. Stop it.
You trying
Juju.
to kill
Okay,
Aaron Rodgers?
Right. No
Okay.
line. Draft on
I got
line.
another good one.
Go ahead.
With the Colts.
Oh,
That.
okay.
Ooh, somebody said that. I was like, ooh, that's
The Colts are
good.
paying for Carson Wentz's contract. They don't have enough money to get Devontae and Aaron.
They are paying for his
Aren't they suffering through that?
They are suffering through his contract, man.
But let's
Next
leave
year,
Cap out of it. I know it's important.
This year, he was
Let's
paying
leave
for his contract. But next year,
Right. Oh, next year Colts playing. Well, next year will be when Rodgers coming. But let's just say hypotheticals, right? We're not talking Cap. Let's just get the Cap out of here. If Aaron Rodgers goes to the Colts, you have Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. You have, what is his name? Michael Pittman Jr. If he brings Pittman and Devontae, oh my goodness, with
You got
Jonathan
T.Y.
Taylor in the backfield,
T.Y.
and
Hilton,
I guess T.Y. all right. And I think Zach
I
Pascal's over
think
there.
T.Y.
He's washed for sure, but I think Rodgers could do something with him, more than Wentz. But I think that's a team right there.
It would be. That's nice.
Tell you want to say something before we move on?
Heck no.
All right. Let us go to the next one. Number 6. We're going to talk some Antonio Brown. Earlier this week, former Tampa Bay wide receiver Antonio Brown said that he would love to have Lamar Action Jackson as his next quarterback in a podcast interview. If you were part of the Ravens organization, would you bring AB to Baltimore? Let us start with our resident Ravens fan.
Yeah. I'd say AB has
He brought
talent.
the paper. He brought the paper.
Where did those come from, bro? He's bringing
He
those
brought
in
the
there.
paper out. Come on. What you
Let
got?
me finish. That's the point. I'll just start off simple. I know you guys have a lot to say. I say you bring him in. Talent is a good. The best problem to have as a team is having too much talent. So bring him in. He's talented. He'll help you win. Attack me. Go. I know people disagree.
Come on, say start it off.
Marquise Brown tweeted out happy on the Ravens, something like that. How he wasn't getting enough targets. Remember how the fan base turned on that? It was so upset. That's like an ounce of what AB might do, and y'all was not at all. So if AB come out here and start posting about Lamar and stuff like that, that's when come on now.
Okay, I rebuttal to that. How did that affect winning games?
That's
How
not
does Twitter beef affect winning games?
How the fan base never gonna revolted. Like I'm saying, that's not what y'all want. If y'all can't handle a tweet from fucking sorry the language, I don't know. If y'all can't handle a tweet from freaking Marquise Brown,
Who said we gonna handle it? What's Hollywood doing right now? Hollywood's still with us. He's still under control, right?
that boy
Has Hollywood tweeted ever since then?
He is still
Or anything detrimental to the team?
Don't he drop passes when y'all need him to catch them?
Hollywood,
Whoa,
as a
whoa.
player, we're not talking about Hollywood right now. We're not talking about Hollywood, actually. I think we're going
All I'm saying is, y'all already had a player who was trying to revolt against the organization. Not revolt, but he had some things to say about the organization, and that wasn't really handled as bestly as it could have been.
It wasn't handled as best. How often have we talked about that?
All I'm
And
saying
second of
is,
all, you're not answering my point. How did that tweet affect our ability to win games?
that's not what I'm saying.
But
I'm saying
like Tay said, that's only an ounce of what you're getting with Antonio Brown, bro. That's
Okay, I want
nothing.
more details. How is Antonio Brown, if we sign, going to hinder our ability to win games? I got a list of reasons he's going to help us win games.
chemistry.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got a list. Chemistry, locker room. He is completely unreliable.
Okay.
How about
Look at
the Bucks expected him to be there for the playoffs, and they probably win that game if Antonio Brown is there, because the defense cannot just focus in on Mike Evans.
And that's exactly
Antonio
why I
Brown's
say you bring him in. If he's
He's
there,
gone.
you bring him, you win.
I say this. If I'm the Ravens, if I'm the front office, I'll bring him in because that's Lamar's team. If Lamar believes that he can play with AB, he'll bring him in.
You don't think Brady believed he could play with AB?
But wait, I thought AB was kicked off the team.
Off of what team? The Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's gone.
it was more like he left and he forced their hand to cut him.
Right,
like,
of course, because of
AB
how
already
he
had made
acted in the
decisions
Jets
leaving.
game. But I'm saying,
No. I'm saying this. If you believe this guy can help you win games, get to the next level, sign him.
Thank you.
But that's what the Bucks did. Tom Brady believed.
Okay,
in
guess
this
what?
man.
Did he not make
They
them better?
won. They
They did not
won.
win a Super Bowl.
Did they win this year? Where are they now?
He's not
Because
there
AB
no more.
that's my point.
He's not
AB
there no
is
more.
left.
But it shows you. But it
You
shows
cannot
that it
rely
shows-
on
it shows
AB
you-
to be
It
there.
shows you his
When
value.
you need him, you can't. Exactly. He's extremely valuable, but he's unreliable. That's the point.
Well, actually, that brings my theory.
We're not talking about talent. He got all the talent in the world. He's unreliable.
Let me get the statement off. People criticize Mike Tomlin for letting AB run around, be free with the Steelers. Why did Mike Tomlin do it? Because Mike Tomlin is one of the smartest coaches in the league. He knew AB has a talent to get away with this stuff. AB's talent helps them win. There's several times when AB was playing for the Steelers where he single-handedly brought victory to them. I can name two as a Raiders fan. Who remembers that game against the Packers? That insane sideline catch. Only Antonio Brown. I don't care who cares what he does off the field? I know that's not ideal, but that's an instance of him directly win you a game. It directly wins you a game. What's your job in the NFL? Screw all those other stuff.
The NFL is a brand, bro. It's not just about winning games. It's about it's a brand.
The most?
It's a brand.
Winning helps the brand the most.
And you know what hurts the brand the most? Being a clown off the field. That hurts the brand. That hurts your team.
That just brings noise. No one likes noise. But you know what people like?
You get suspended for those things. That means you're not available for your team. Correct?
Okay. A lot of stuff AB did not get suspended for. Some of the stuff he did, but as long as AB's on that field, he's helping you win.
He missed games a lot this year, and there was controversy about he had a fake vaccine card because he does things off the field.
Funny thing is, AB was not the only player who had a fake vaccine card scandal.
You said he wasn't what?
It wasn't just AB.
It wasn't. It was Mike Edwards too.
Mike Evans.
Mike Edwards. It wasn't Mike Evans.
I think it was Mike.
Aaron Rodgers lied.
Yeah, I thought he should have got way more.
Aaron Rodgers didn't lie. That's a tricky subject. He deceived, but not lied. Technically,
Aaron, but no. On top of what Aaron Rodgers did, he didn't follow the rules for being unvaccinated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
He should have been suspended for a minute. That was ridiculous. The NFL did nothing.
I think there is a double standard there too.
For sure. And I agree with you with that.
But back to the AB topic. AB.
Hold on, let you get in here.
Nah, I'm agreeing with Kwame though, but I feel like AB don't really be wilding out his first year. He'd be cooling, and then next year.
So you're gonna have him for a year. You gonna have him for a year.
Yeah. He can be there for a year.
He can be good for a year.
I think AB can last more than a year.
He has his cousin there, bro. He has his man Lamar there, bro. I think that he will actually do good for a year for them.
Also, I want to say, I think AB's a player who recognizes that he can help a team win. So he wants the teams to you have to if someone is talented, you have to placate them. You have to allow them more leeway because they're more talented. You can't just treat them like any other guy. AB wants to be treated like the talent he is. He'll help you win games as a result. So I think you let AB be him as long as he's there for you on Sunday. As long as he's there for you on Sunday, help you win games, let Antonio Brown be himself. Let me actually give some more stats. I know win percentage is not a good stat to use, but people like to say AB is a cancer that can make your team worse, right? AB's win percentage is 0.668. He has not definitely hurt his teams. The teams he's been on, he has definitely not hurt them. All we can say, he's definitely helped them, and we've seen instances of that directly. Why do you think John Gruden begged this man to play for the Raiders? The Raiders didn't cut Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown forced them to cut him. He did not want to be a part of them. Why do you think Antonio Brown keeps getting chances as opposed to guys like Des Bryant who can't get back in the league?
Because he's talented. We know he's talented. Exactly. We said he's a distraction.
You bring him here. Distraction that helps you win games. And the one thing in NFL is you're winning games. You have to win games. You got the media like, oh, he's a distraction. He shouldn't. Coaches know. Coaches blow off all the stuff the media said about him and will bring him in because he helps them win games. Antonio Brown, when he said a lot of teams are lining up on my door trying to sign me, he's not lying. There are teams looking into him right now as we speak. He will help them win games, and that's what teams care about most. The NFL is about winning and nothing else. It'd be nice if he was not about all the other stuff on the field. As long as AB can do that sideline catch, it's good.
How long until he gets upset that Lamar is targeting Mark Andrews more?
If AB gets upset and leaves, that sucks. That's what I'm saying. If he's on our team, we're winning games. Once he leaves, that's it.
That's not what I said. How long until he gets upset that Mark Andrews getting targeted more? That's usually what happens. He's not getting, like you said. And AB.
Well, to be fair, how many receivers get upset? A lot of receivers get upset about not getting targets. That's not
how many throw tantrums and run off the field.
Well, we actually don't know the full story about that. Antonio Brown himself has said that was not the whole reason he left. In an interview, that's what he said.
And we don't know. We don't know.
We definitely don't know.
You got that. Can't argue.
And let's be honest, if you were trying to spin a story against AB, wouldn't it be the easiest thing to say he's crazy and you want more targets and people
It
believe
could just
you?
be a fact. It could just be a fact though. But
It could be.
like I said, we don't
We
know.
don't know.
We don't know.
And Antonio Brown literally said, I thank Brady for giving the chance he gave me. He thanked
Oh,
Brady.
but before that, he bashed Brady. Let's not act like he went
No,
back
I
and tried
actually
to
saw the
fix his
interview. He
comments.
didn't bash Brady. He criticized Brady, but it wasn't a bash. He said, I wish Tom would have done more to give me more money in my contract. He was disgruntled about his contract situation.
Do you know how many
understandable.
people in the league have contracts with incentives?
No, but A's contract was solely based off incentives. It was the issue.
Gronk has contract with incentives.
No, not with incentives. No, AB's contract was mostly based off incentives, as in like there was little to no guaranteed money.
Do you
Guaranteed
know
money
why?
is king in NFL money.
Do you know why?
We all know why, but like
He is
AB wanted.
unreliable.
No
No.
more white women 2022.
What are
What are you
I'm sorry.
talking?
what are you saying,
That is
bro?
something AB around this.
AB did say that one time though.
He
Oh, you said
did.
But
that.
that's beside the point. Again,
I
that's
was like,
off the
what
field
is
stuff.
he even saying? So let me give you one last point, unless anybody else wants to make one. There was a game I think against he was on the Steelers playing the Ravens. He had a tantrum. While he was
The
playing the
water
Ravens
cooler incident,
on the
right?
Ravens field, and he's throwing water coolers. This is what you want on your team. He's a distraction. He's unreliable. I don't think he deserves another job in the
Let me
NFL.
point to
Wait,
another
wait.
Ravens game. The immaculate extension. AB extended his arm across the goal line to beat
Great
us.
play. Great
We
play.
saw
It's not
that
worth
too.
the
We saw
off the
both
field
of those
stuff.
things. Which one do you think we care about more? The one that resulted in us winning the game, or the one that killed us? We saw the one that killed us more. The stuff on the field more. We didn't see the stuff off the field. We saw the stuff on the field. We see the talents. Off the field stuff can be worked out.
We'll see. Go ahead, Cam. You about to say something?
No, never mind. You go ahead.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
you
get to the
can get
next
the
one.
last word, honestly. Someone get the last word.
Go ahead.
No, you finished it. We good. Oh, you wanted to say something, Clarence? All right, we're on to the next. Okay. Big Ben Roethlisberger officially announced his retirement from the NFL Thursday after 18 seasons and 2 Super Bowl wins as the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you believe Big Ben has done enough to become a first ballot Hall of Famer?
No.
Stop it. Oh, my goodness.
He's a first
Oh,
ballot.
my
He's a
goodness.
first ballot.
Thank you, Cam.
No.
Clarence,
No.
what are we saying here? Why? Why is he not a first ballot?
The decline.
What is he's old. He's old.
Decline.
What do you want him to play like he's 20? Come on, man.
Bro,
Let me give you some stats.
Compare his stats to other first round Hall of Fame ballot QBs, and then we can talk.
Okay, I will. I'm about to give it to you right now. This is what I do. I got you. Look at this. Big Ben Roethlisberger is 5th all time in passing yards. Do you know who's ahead of him?
Who?
Favre, Hall of Famer. Brady, definitely a Hall of Famer. Drew Brees, soon to be a Hall of Famer. Manning, Hall of Fame, right? Straight
All right, but-
Hall of Famers ahead of him.
So is
Just
Drew
so you
Brees
know.
a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Are you saying Big Ben is not a first ballot, bro?
But is Drew Brees a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes.
I was about to say, I believe so. It's Drew Brees. He only got
All
one
right, so-
chip, but he's good.
All right, so Drew Brees is somebody gotta get left out.
Who's getting left? Are you saying this year?
Who's this year? It don't matter. Who's he going against anyway? Like if he
Ben?
does go,
Anyone who's
yeah.
not been in the Hall of Fame, that's who he's going against.
No, but I'm saying,
Clarification.
I saw somebody was like Brady. It was like him, Brady, and somebody
if
else.
No,
Brady
no.
retires. That's all.
They'll
on
be in the
if
same
Brady
retirement
retires.
class, but like they'll be up for the time. I mean, the Hall of Fame considered at the same time, but like they'll still be going up against other guys. He'll be going up against Brady, but they can both get in at the same time.
Well, let's
Nah, I don't think so.
let's not worry about other names that's getting in right now.
All right.
Well, I guess we kind of have to, but
Yeah.
we're gonna keep it. Big Ben, is he good enough to be a first ballot? Hypothetically,
him.
depending on what's around him.
Second.
And you're saying no.
Second.
But let me finish these stats. 5th all time in passing yards, 8th all time in passing touchdowns, 6th all time in playoff victories. He has the most regular season wins as a rookie quarterback. He has the most wins, 54, in a quarterback's first 5 seasons. He has a record for most games with over 500 passing yards. I mean, it's a lot of records here. Let me give you a couple more. He holds the records for most passing touchdowns in consecutive games with 12. And he has the most consecutive games with 6 passing touchdowns. Though I guess those are both the same stat right there. But Big Ben's done a lot. And he's done plenty enough to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
But the decline, bro, that decline is hectic.
He still made the playoffs.
He might have the worst decline out of all the quarterbacks I ever seen.
It was Peyton Manning.
He was more physical.
Who said Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning had a great decline. He won the
That
Super
was a
Bowl.
terrible decline.
Stop
Yeah,
it. Peyton
very
Manning could not throw a ball 30 yards when he was on the Broncos.
He won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, against
He
your
won.
Panthers. Against your
He won.
Panthers.
He won a
Put them to
Super Bowl.
Okay,
sleep.
so what did Peyton Manning do that
Von
Super Bowl
Miller.
decline?
Brett Favre had a decline. His last year was like
Boy, Brad Favre was out here
happens.
trying out for teams for fun.
It
He
happens.
was
bro.
he was
It
still
really
putting
happens.
up crazy. He was still putting up better numbers than Big Ben.
not his last year.
Big Ben's more physical.
his
That's what I'll
last
say
year.
about Big Ben.
Well,
Big Ben
let's
was
actually look
hitting-
at Big Ben's numbers. They're not as bad as people think they are. They're not great.
They're
but
really
not
not.
as bad as people think they are.
He's just very unathletic, and people were like, "Oh my goodness!" When he was, he
Big Ben's not the
walked
same
2
anymore.
steps
He's
and
not carrying
fell.
the team no more. But
He's not.
he was doing a pretty good job as a game manager, even
He
in
did
his old
fine.
state.
He took him to the playoffs. He did fine.
The Steelers being in the
he was
playoffs,
not that worse.
even though they didn't deserve it, is a testament to that, in my opinion.
They
like-
beat y'all to
I feel
get
like-
there.
I feel like the
They beat our
Steelers-
practice squad.
Go ahead, Clarence. My bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like the only reason the Steelers really got in the playoffs because of injuries. Like, if the Ravens was
Well,
healthy,
you're not wrong.
Not even,
Raiders
not even
healthy?
just because of injuries. If the Chargers and Raiders tied, they wouldn't have been in. But
and you're
they're very close to missing.
I find it hilarious that the Chargers and Raiders could have tied, but chose not to.
I thought they were, man. I thought they were.
I would have loved it if they did. Just both teams look at each other, take a knee, game over.
because the NFL rigged, boy. I seen it.
I'd stop it. Stop it. Stop
They
it.
try to make
All
Big
right.
Ben off.
Nah, it wasn't even called the timeout. I think that's what messed it up.
Yeah, that's what it was. Brandon Staley, Chargers head coach.
'Cause
called
at that
timeout.
point, it was risky for the Raiders to actually try to do a play. So both teams would have taken the time, lived to fight
Yeah.
another day. But then he made it less risky for them to call a play, and Raiders did call a play.
And he called that timeout. He said to switch defensive personnel because he said they were going to keep running it, and he wanted to get some heavy hitters back there.
And those heavy hitters didn't do
just
shit.
Just don't call
He
it
ran it
timeout,
anyway.
man. Just don't call it. Right. Tay, did you want to get in on this?
Yeah, Trudeau tripping.
All right, first ballot.
Yeah, from the battle.
Smart man. So everybody's saying first ballot except for Trudeau.
Yep.
Oh, Clan.
Kevin gonna be on your neck, boy.
Yep.
If anyone
All right,
doesn't know
let's
who
hit this
Kevin
next
is, Kevin's our resident Steelers fan. He's a friend of all of us. So
He is a friend of
You wouldn't
ours.
like-
Even though
Clarence
that I
Stanley.
troll about Big
Mhm.
Ben, Big Ben is the first Hall of Famer, bro. I mean,
Thank
Well, I will
Thank
back up Trudeau with this one argument, though. Do I think he should be? Yes. Do I think he will be? The Hall of Fame is allowed to consider a player's off-the-field activities now. We all know Big Ben's history off the field.
hey, bro, I got something to
He
say.
might
about
not
that.
be
I
a
gotta
Hall-
say something-
first
I gotta
Hall of
say,
Famer.
hey, look at the
What do you look at? What?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I get what he's
Okay, yeah.
saying, but some people listen to
I
this on like
understand
Spotify. They're not going to see you. That's okay.
Well, to anybody
Okay,
questioning
well,
like what Cam
he's
did,
Big Ben is a white dude, bro. Come on now, bro.
Yes, sir.
I think that
Yes,
will
sir.
help him. Yes.
It's gonna help him, bro.
That
T.O.
will boost his
had
score by 20
T.O. had a
points.
hard time trying to get in, bro. And everybody know T.O. was like one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, bro.
Hey, Cam, I agree with you. It's helping him because if this was any other player who had a different color, this won't even be a question. We were like, oh, that's gonna prevent him, right? The fact that we're even talking about this despite his off-the-field allegations, which are going to be considered, shows what that's getting him. It's making it a conversation.
Yep,
But to
yep,
black
yep.
up players,
Time will
like I
tell.
said before, off-the-field antics might hinder his ability. I don't think Big Ben's as bad as a guy people say he is. I think he's become a family man, but
Hey, bro.
The past
OJ
is still
Simpson's
the
a Hall of
past.
Famer, bro. So hey, bro, it don't matter.
We
Yeah.
shall see. Time will tell. Let's get to
Okay,
this
ain't
next
killer,
one.
though.
Question number 8. The championship round of the NFL playoffs are going down this weekend. What teams will we see in Super Bowl 56? I'll start it off.
Oh.
Chiefs, Rams.
Well,
Chiefs, Rams. Easy.
49ers, Chiefs.
Chiefs, Rams.
Chiefs, Rams.
Chiefs Rams, yeah. Chiefs Rams.
Everybody said Chiefs Rams. I'm not gonna
I'll give
lie.
an explanation.
The 49ers matchup
win the whole
is
thing.
okay. The 49ers matchup is scary.
Mio don't want the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's anyone but the Bengals for me. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why
Anyone
not? Why don't you want to see the Bengals try to compete, bro, for a Super Bowl?
Bro, I don't want to hear all this Joe Brrr. I'm gonna keep hearing that.
Hey, Joe
really
Burrow,
done with
Joe
it.
Shiesty is
Hey,
different.
bro. Bengal fans heard about Action Jackson all the damn time. We'll give him a chance with Joe Burrow, bro. Come on now.
Joe Burrow's a problem. That Burrow Lamar battle is gonna be crazy for years.
No shiesty.
Hey, wait. How can it be crazy if Jamar Chase gonna cook Marlon Humphrey every time?
Oh yeah, Marlon Humphrey, he'll step it up. I believe he'll step it up.
It was a blown coverage, actually.
He still put a 20.
Look at him. Look, he's struggling over there.
He still put a 200.
All right,
boy. It don't matter.
Anybody want to state why they picked, or we just gonna pick?
Duda picked the 49ers. I want to hear that.
I'm just picking them. Just picking them.
Why you pick 49ers, Clarence?
Have you not seen that 49ers team? They hot.
Okay, I say this.
And to help you out, go ahead.
I say this: the 49ers can beat the Rams
For sure.
Yeah.
I think the X factor player is not Debo.
Jimmy G.
It's not Jimmy
Stop
G. It's Brandon
George
Ayuk.
Kittle. He said Ayuk. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, Ayuk. What was his
He's
name?
pretty good.
It's
I'm
him.
actually gonna say, go ahead.
It's him or George. I
Okay.
think they're gonna try to contain Debo, and they're gonna forget.
Sure.
They're gonna try to contain George. They're gonna forget about Brandon.
For sure.
But
Yeah, somebody
It's
will
gonna be
slip
hard
through.
though. The only reason I say 49ers though, because like Jalen probably gonna be checking Debo, and Debo's moves around. He running routes. I mean, he doing those jet sweeps, all that. That's gonna tire out Jalen. So who really gonna be checking the number one corner? And he'll be more physical. I'm pretty sure Jalen don't be having that much physical with a receiver that's running the ball like a running back. Like he gonna have to give up.
And then I say Matthew Stafford has been struggling against good defenses this season. He's going to struggle against the 49ers defense.
That 49ers
They're just gonna
defense.
pull it off, you think?
Yes.
I'm not saying they are, but I say it's a possibility. The 49ers can get them, but I'm going for the Rams. I think the Rams going to get them because it's home field. I mean, can you say it's home field advantage because they both a Cali team?
Did you see what the Rams are doing to try to stop 49ers fans from getting in?
No,
They said the parking tickets are $500. Yes, they're out of their mind trying to because the last game of the regular season the Rams and Chiefs played, or the Rams and 49ers played, and the 49ers turned it. They said they turned it into Levi's. So it turned SoFi into Levi's. So it was a lot of fun.
How much I bet you we're going to see Kawhi, LeBron, somebody like that there.
Probably. I got one more.
Go ahead.
Who is saving Matthew Stafford life from my boy Bosa? Who's saving
Jimmy Garoppolo from Aaron Donald?
Andrew Whitworth.
Boy, nobody.
And Von Miller.
Aaron Donald don't be getting sacked like that, boy. Nobody geeking over him. He about to
I got a triple team him.
Hey.
I was about to say, if he get triple team.
Matthew Stafford is lucky that he's not black because Bosa probably had like 15 sacks in that one game.
Boy, Bosa go crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
Here we go. Anyway,
it's not confirmed he's racist. Chill out.
Last point, real quick. Last point before we move on. Sean McVay has his last like 6 games. He's lost his last 6 games against the 49ers, something like that. He struggled against Shanahan. We'll see what he does this weekend. We are going to transition from the NFL and that incredible divisional round weekend to the NBA. All-star starters were announced yesterday in a somewhat controversial fashion. Andrew Wiggins was named an all-star starter for the NBA All-Star game in Cleveland this year. While Wiggins is having an incredible year, some believe he wasn't playing quite well enough to be named a starter, while others stand firm that the selection was warranted. Did Wiggins deserve to be an all-star starter this year or no?
Why are you hating on the Canadian? That's a real Canadian right there. He not the Maple.
What's your answer?
He a starter.
Did he deserve to be a starter?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not? Who?
Come on, let's get these picks in. Take Cam. Cam saying no. Okay, Tay, you're saying no.
Hell no.
He didn't deserve it, but he got it. So it's nothing we can.
No, congrats to him. Congrats to him for
Congrats to him.
getting it. We're debating.
Hey,
We're
congrats to him.
debating that he deserved it.
Man, stop
Congrats.
hating
I
on
don't think
him.
it matters.
I'll say that he deserved to be an all-star. Like he deserved to be an all-star. But does
But
he
not
deserve to
starter.
be a starter?
Yeah. No.
He's
Okay.
a starter.
Wait. Let's give Mio's pick and then we'll all get in here and
Third
debate.
option. Third option.
Well, I think he's an all-star, yes. And I think whether he's a starter or not, honestly, I don't think that should matter because he's in the game. And a starter just means like a player who just like headlines. Like I don't really think whether he's a starter or not shouldn't matter, honestly.
Well, the starters
Andrew
do
Wiggins
matter in the
is
NBA.
all-star.
The starters are like voted on if you're gonna start the game or not. So
But if the fans, but
it
you guys
matters.
do bring up an interesting point. If it does matter that much, then I think like they should let the NBA All-Star coach decide that rather than like the position system. Let the NBA coaches decide that. Whoever's coaching for the All-Star game.
Let them decide who's starting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you
And if
think.
that person
Okay.
picks Andrew Wiggins, then yes.
Okay, so let the
Andrew
coach,
Wiggins.
let the NBA All-Star coach decide who's starting in the game.
Like an actual game, right? Yeah.
Should
But this is not an actual
Should
game.
have been Luka.
Nah,
We
but
want
listen,
to two
nigga.
power forwards, one center.
Let's
LeBron.
get it in. Go ahead, Cam. Start it off. They didn't hear what you said. Say that a little louder.
Should have been Luka.
1,000%.
Funny
1,000.
thing
They have
is-
him listed as a forward. Y'all gonna tell me
You know-
he's a point guard shooter? They have
Funny-
him listed as a forward. Go
Funny
ahead.
thing though.
Hey,
in
guess
the voting system-
what? No. I got something to say. Luka's first All-Star, they list him as the point guard. His
Mhm.
second All-Star, he's a small forward guard. He's both. He can do both. So
He's
don't say
both. Don't try to tell me he's a
Both.
shooting guard or a point guard, man.
But that's the
Both.
thing. This All-Star, he was labeled as a front court, not a back court. Is it back court, front court, whatever?
bro, he's
Wait.
Nah,
You know,
bro.
front court.
No.
Front court is a
No,
big.
yeah,
Front
my
court is
bad.
a
Reverse
forward.
that. He was labeled as a back court, not a front court this year. So if he's labeled as a back court, he's a guard.
Bro,
So that means
he's
out of
listed
the
as a
option.
point guard on freaking basketball reference. joint.
Forward, Cam.
No, he's actually listed as a point guard in this joint.
Exactly.
On NBA, he's listed as a forward/guard. But I was
Bro,
if you say he's listed as a point guard,
I think everything has some different.
it's different because he
It's
doesn't
different.
just play point guard.
But that's
He's
the thing.
6'7".
This year he has only been mainly playing point guard. I believe the previous years before he was moving around. That'd be like saying LeBron is a point guard, but LeBron plays other positions. They both play other positions. Luka came in as a guard. He just big as hell, so he a forward. He like 6'7".
That's okay.
6'6".
I mean, I brought a lot of names because there's a lot of people that should have been there before
We can
Andrew
go.
Wiggins.
Yeah,
Can I let me tell you,
backcourt.
it is when I first heard it, it's just disgusted me because it makes Andrew Wiggins is averaging 18 points per game. That's
Third
not
option.
that's
That's
not
their
he's
third-
not a star. You
That's their
think
third
all
option.
star?
Oh,
He's
actually,
not.
I will give
If you
Andrew
want to vote
Wiggins
him,
one thing.
if you want
He's
to
been a
put him as an
crucial
all
tool
star,
for
okay,
Warriors.
he is
Defensive work
not
has been
a starter
amazing.
because what?
His defensive work has been amazing this season. Steve Curry even
Okay,
highlighted.
okay, stop right there. You said his defensive work has been amazing, right?
Yeah.
Stop right there.
He gonna
Andrew
say
Wiggins does
Luka.
not average a single point or block.
Well,
Point.
I get
Like,
what
no,
you're saying, but
Let that
defense-
sink in. He averages 0.6 blocks per game and 0.9 steals per game. So let me give you a name. Carl Anthony Towns. He plays power forward and center. So don't try to tell me he plays
Hey,
center.
why?
But-
Okay,
but look
I
at
got
his
a question.
stats.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Why is DeMar DeRozan a guard and he plays forward?
And he plays forward.
Because he
Exactly.
came
There's
in
too many
as a-
names that belong over Andrew Wiggins.
Well, first of all, for your info, DeMar DeRozan's in the East, so get that together.
No. That's not. He's just saying. He's just giving you an example. We got
Yeah, but
names
he's
in the
a-
West. He just
Well,
giving
he's
you an
a
example.
guard.
That's all it is.
He's a guard for the Bulls.
He's a guard for the Bulls.
Yes,
He's
so he going
small
to
forward.
backcourt.
This
He's
is-
a
Bro, what
back-
does Zach LaVine play? What does Zach LaVine
He's
play?
a guard. He's in the backcourt.
Okay, what does Lonzo Ball play?
He's a guard. He's in the backcourt.
So they have
guard
three guards
you.
on the floor. They have three
Yeah.
guards on the floor.
Yes,
No.
their position is
hey,
basketball.
so-
DeMar
so-
DeRozan is
chill,
a small forward
chill,
slash
chill.
shooting guard.
Who's the starting point guard?
For who?
The Bulls.
It's either Lonzo.
Oh
maybe-
no,
Stop right there. It's Lonzo.
It's Lonzo. Who's the starting shooting guard?
Shooting guard. We got Zach.
Okay.
Who's the starting small forward?
Don't mean he afford. But we got
DeMar DeRozan.
But he's a guard in the backcourt. Y'all gonna argue with me, or you gonna argue with Adam Silver? Because that's who you need to argue with.
Look, I get the point you're making, Cam. 100%. You are correct. This is. There's just no way Andrew Wiggins is a starter now.
You can go on the list, all the people you want. Even the players voted him 5th. So that means the players know more than y'all, and they in the league.
The players, okay, clearly. When I first heard it, I thought the fan vote needs to be eradicated because that Andrew Wiggins should not be a starter. It doesn't make sense. There's so many. I wrote probably like 7-8 names here that are. Let me read them off to you. So I was going with Cat off of Mio was talking about Andrew's been so great defensively. 0.6 blocks per game, 0.9 steals per game. He doesn't average a single steal.
Defense is more than blocks and steals, obviously, but like those are crucial aspects.
And those are aspects.
You can be a great defender without having blocks and steals.
That's another thing.
For sure.
Curry averages like I forgot how many steals, but that boy is not a defensive.
But he averages like 26 per game. So he's not. There's not a question.
No. But Trudeau's point is like a player who's not regard for defense can still average a lot of steals. That doesn't make you a good defender. Yeah,
it doesn't. But Steph, what he brought up was Steph Curry. Steph Curry, we're not worried about his defense. He comes in, he's the best shooter in the world.
No, but with Andrew Wiggins, we actually care about his defense because he's actually good at it.
We do care about his defense. He's not great at it.
But Andrew Wiggins' defense help other players.
Steve Kerr, his own coach,
it does. He's been locking up.
Raved about his defense.
He has been locking up. Who is the defensive player of the year right now? Who's the leading candidate?
Probably Rudy Gobert. We don't even have
It's not. It's Draymond Green.
Actually, Andrew Wiggins' defense is great this year.
It's good. It's cool. It's who's the leading candidate for defensive player of the year?
Did Draymond
Green. It's
Draymond was
the person on the same team. Draymond Green should have been over Wiggins. That's another name that should have been over.
Well, Draymond Green wasn't voted in. That's simple as that.
Simple. Thank you, Kwame.
We're not debating who got it. Clearly, Wiggins got it. I'm debating who should have got it.
But Draymond. Are you saying?
Are you going to argue against the fans?
1,000,000,000%. I'll argue against every fan on this earth. I don't care.
But
Draymond Green.
That means you're wrong. If everyone says so and you don't say so, that means you're the wrong one here.
You know the
power
of K-pop fans, the power of Canadians as a general.
You gotta explain that some more,
bro. Someone from what's that popular Mio BTS, something like that.
Yeah.
Someone tweeted out it's that time of year to vote for NBA All-Star voting. Vote for Andrew Wiggins, and the K-pop fans went crazy. I can pull you up the tweet, bro. It's
K-pop fans.
But you
I feel like some obscure tweet is not the reason Andrew Wiggins when they All-Star. Again, Adam Silver can veto these. Adam Silver's let this happen because it was actually legit.
But that's the thing, though. Y'all missing it, bro. NBA players also voted. They vote matter too. He was 5th in NBA players. What?
I don't care what they voted. I don't care what.
So you don't care what the players vote. You don't care what the coaches vote.
You don't care what the fans vote. I care about stars. I care about players.
That's the winning game according to you, right?
18 points per game.
No.
I have 7 people here who are better than Andrew Wiggins. They are in the West, and they are forwards or guards / 1,000% better stats. 1,000%. It's not close because the people I have here are stars. Andrew Wiggins is not a star. He does not belong in that starter. You want to call him an all-star? That's fine. He is not a star.
He's playing like a star this season.
All power to him for getting it. He is not an all-star starter.
He was carrying the Warriors when Curry was out, Clay was out. He was doing his job.
And we acknowledge that, even though we don't consider Andrew Wiggins a star, he's been playing out of his mind this year, and he's getting what he deserves.
Great year.
He's an all-star berth.
He didn't deserve all-star starter.
The players believe it. Everyone believes it, but you. Get with the times.
I think there's a couple more people in here besides me that believe Andrew Wiggins.
You was right.
Why is it a topic?
Tay, you right, Tay.
Oh, he saw the K-pop tweet?
Yeah.
If I'm the only one who believes it, why are there people talking about it right now?
Bro.
No,
it's controversial because it's Andrew Wiggins. He averages 18. Let me tell you. 18. He can't average a single steal or block. He does nothing. LeBron averages a whole 11 points more than him. KD averages a whole 11 points more than him. He is not a star.
Those are
not a
main players. Those are
He's
main
not a star
players.
because
You
they're
said- you named
all-star
the name.
starters. No. I named other all-star starters. LeBron's an all-star starter. KD's an all-star starter. Steph's an
Main
all-star
players.
starter.
Main players. Main
They're
players of the
starters.
teams.
Those are starters in the all-star
Main
game.
players of the team. He a third option putting up crazy 18. Third option's gonna put up 18.
That's all-star starter numbers. 18 is all-star
18.
starter numbers.
18.
No, you're just saying 18. Is that all-star starter numbers?
Yes. You was gonna put Rudy
it's not.
Rudy Gobert put up 10 points. Bum ass.
I ain't never put Rudy Gobert is not even on my list. I don't
name
like
your
Gobert.
list.
He's
I
not
smack it
good.
out the way.
He's not
Name
good
your
at all.
list. Name your list. Go ahead.
He is the most fraudulent 3-time defensive player of the year I've seen in my life.
Go ahead.
Rudy?
Bring your
Here's
list
my
up.
list.
I want to hear it.
Paul George.
Paul George. Ooh, that's a good one. But let me guess. No. Wanna know why? Injuries. His team's trash.
KD
No
is
good.
injured. KD is injured right now, and he's an all-star starter.
But listen to this. His team's trash. Injured.
What does
trash.
that mean?
Not good.
Andrew Wiggins. The Warriors are not good because of Andrew Wiggins. They're not.
They-
They're not first because of Andrew Wiggins.
When Curry was out, they were still winning. Why? Andrew Wiggins.
Let Curry, Draymond, and Clay be out.
That's
tell me
when
where the
it was
Warriors
out.
are. Tell me where
That's
the
when
Warriors
we're
are.
out. That's when we're out. What are you talking about? There was no Clay. There was no
You think
Draymond.
if
There
the
was
entire
Curry.
season, you think they would be where they are right now if they didn't have Curry, Dre, and Clay?
But he would still have better numbers.
That's not what I'm saying.
All right. Then.
Would they
Why
be
not?
where they are
Why-
now?
But you
He
named
can't carry a
players who by
team.
himself.
He's not a star. He's not.
You named
He's
players
not
who-
a starter. So
All right,
look,
go ahead.
I got some
Go
more.
ahead.
I'm cooking you. Look at this. The smallest number for all stars, I think, this year, besides Wiggins, I believe it's 24 or 25. Wiggins averages 18.
He's not the main player. He's a third option.
This is not the
Name
first
other-
There's
time a player who's
exactly.
averaged less
If
than
he's
20
not the
make
main
All-Star.
player on his own team, why on earth would he be a starter in the All-Star game? Let me
what
name
other
you the
third
other
op-
starters. Let me name
the
the other
other third
starters.
option.
LeBron, is he a first option?
Yes.
KD, is he a first option?
Yes.
Steph, is he a first option?
Yes.
John Moran, is he a first
My
option?
man, Kyle
Yes.
Kuzma should be off.
Trey Young, is he a first option?
Yes.
Who the freak else is on there?
Name a third option who's averaging
Like I said,
18.
those are all first options because
Name a
they're
third option who's-
they're all-star starters. There is
Name
a
a-
trend there. There's a trend. You're seeing it because you just said it. There's a trend there. That's
Name
5.
third-
And there's
name a
more.
third
But there's
option. Name a
Jokic.
third
Oh, there's
option.
Jokic on there. Jokic, is he a first option?
Name a third. Yes.
Embiid, is he a first option?
Yeah.
There. Do you see the trend here? Those are all the other all-star stars.
Name a third
Do
option
you see the
averaging
trend?
18.
No,
Name
no,
a third
Do you
D'Angelo
averaging
Russell.
see the trend? You see the trend?
D'Lo's not a first
See-
option though.
Can you see it?
D'Angelo Russell's a third option, bro.
He averaging 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that one. But his team sucks, bro. That's not my fault.
Can you see
D'Angelo
the trend?
Russell. D'Angelo Russell just played yesterday versus them, and what he put up like 8 or something. Get that out of here. That's not
Okay.
a true third
Wiggins
option.
had 18. Let's not act like those are all-star numbers.
He had
he averaged
18.
18.
Who won that team though? Who won that team though?
On what team?
Who won the Warriors team?
Why? Who
No,
cares
who
about
won
that?
the team? It's Curry, Clay,
Uh-huh.
Draymond, and Curry and Clay was there. Imagine putting up 18 with two people who dropped 30 in a heartbeat.
I mean, Clay just got back, bro. Clay just got back,
I
bro.
don't care if he. I
Wiggins'
don't care
numbers
if he
will
came
drop.
from-
They will drop.
They don't.
But you're not listening to my point. We just went through it. All of those all-stars are first options. All of the starters are first options.
And they.
Why
voted
does
for
Wiggins
Andrew
belong in
Wiggins.
that conversation? Does
'Cause they
Wiggins
voted
belong
for
in a
him.
conversation with Steph and Bron and KD and Trey Young and Jokic and Embiid? No. And Giannis? No.
Does Trey
He
Young
does not
belong in
belong
the-
anywhere near them boys.
Does Trey Young belong in the conversation with KD, LeBron?
What did KD do last year?
What did
Or
KD do
no,
last year?
not KD. What did Trey Young do last year?
What did
He took
do?
his team to the Eastern Conference Final. What did
he
Wiggins do last
Oh,
year?
yeah, he did. Okay, but like, do
Yeah,
they belong?
yeah.
Do they belong with it?
Yeah. Don't
You acting like
Trey
Curry,
Young is
you
a
act-
star. Trey Young is a star. Are you gonna
The
tell me
guys
he's
you
better?
listed were superstars. I'm not saying Andrew Wiggins. We're not going
Right
to say
now,
Andrew
Wiggins
Wiggins
is better
on
than
the
Trae
level of
Young.
those guys. But Andrew Wiggins is an all-star. Does he deserve to be
All-star
all-star this
fine.
season?
All-star
He's an
fine.
all-star.
I said starter. I said starter. Does he deserve to be a
Okay,
starter?
fine. Let's acknowledge the methods that the NBA used to pick who's the starter is flawed. But based on those
Okay.
methods, who's the best? Could you find any other forwards better at that position? this season in the
1000%.
West?
1000%. I have 7 here.
I said in the West, like strictly
1000.
forwards.
Paul George.
Paul George is not.
Paul
a
George
shooting
hurt.
guard.
Paul George is hurt.
And he's
KD is
as well.
hurt. KD is hurt, and he's an all-star starter.
Who played more
But
games,
he
KD or Paul
Who
George?
cares? I don't want to hear about injuries. If
Who
KD is
played
an all-star
more
starter.
games?
They're
Who
gone.
KD
Injuries matter in this
KD,
situation.
we're on the same team. I don't know why you're over here. KD
No, Logan,
is
you're
an
being checked right
all-star
now.
starter, and he's
Okay, wait.
Who cares about
hold
injuries?
up.
Who cares about injuries?
Logan.
Logan,
You can still vote him and have a replacement. You can still vote Paul George.
Logan. Wait.
Calm down.
Paul George played 26 games, bro. There's a minimum,
And still
bro.
had better stats than Andrew Wiggins.
There's a minimum, bro.
That's like
That's the minimum.
that's like going against a small sample size versus a large sample size.
There's a
It's just like-
minimum.
Logan,
You got me a minimum, but to play games, bro. And I'm telling you, bro. It's true. It's a minimum. He played
Karl Anthony Towns.
26 games.
Karl Anthony
it's
Towns.
listed as the center. Karl Anthony says most of his career in the center.
Anthony
Come on.
Edwards. Anthony Edwards.
He's listed
Is
as
a shooting guard.
He is
A shooting
listed
guard.
as a forward. He is
But he's
listed
in-
as a
Go
forward.
look at the vote.
He is listed as a. He is listed as a forward. Patrick Beverly is a guard. D'Angelo Russell is
I
a guard.
don't care
He is
what the
listed
NBA
as a forward.
Go look at the All-Star vote, and he's in the
That's
backcourt.
okay. I got more. Like I said, Draymond Green.
He was behind.
Cam
his
said it
first
earlier.
team
Luka Doncic.
backcourt,
Brandon Ingram.
front court, but he didn't have the vote.
Brandon Ingram is your best argument.
Best argument. That's it.
Is he better than Wiggins?
Yes, but
So why
the
does
players-
Wiggins deserve to be over him?
Because did the players say, "Oh, Wiggins need to be an All-Star"?
Because
No. I don't care what the players say. Did Wiggins
I think you have a
deserve
debate
be?
on
Did
Wiggins. and
Wiggins
Brandon Ingram.
deserve to be an all-star starter?
And Wiggins.
Well, in this case, Wiggins
No.
is the third option doing all that on a winning team, while Ingram is like the first option or second option on a losing team. So that's why Wiggins gets the edge. In my
Harrison Barnes looked absolutely incredible with the
Hey,
same guys.
Logan. Okay, you going all the way down to people that's losing. The record actually matters.
Thank you.
ain't trying to watch Brandon Ingram bum
I
ass go
don't-
top 30.
I don't care. I'm talking about better than Andrew Wiggins. I'm talking, did Andrew Wiggins deserve an all-star starter spot? No, he did not.
Now, this argument, I'm seeing why Andrew Wiggins is the starter, because most of the people you naming, bro, they have a losing record.
And Andrew Wiggins actually was winning games without Curry in them. Like, fuck.
And he plays that position too. A lot of the guys
Andrew
you named either
Wiggins
were hurt
is not a star.
and were on losing teams.
Andrew Wiggins is not a star.
I'm not saying I agree with it
only
entirely,
only
but he deserves
person
it.
that I'll say that I can argue with is Luka right now, bro. But other than that, I don't think there's no other forward that can something like that can take a spot.
So they had to
Because
put
of the
Wiggins
records.
there.
Because of the records. That's what you're saying.
It's the record.
Yeah,
Because
records
of the
do
combination of the records and none of the other players being forwards. A lot of good forwards are in the East, not the West. So the combination of those two factors
Hey,
is why Wiggins is starting.
I got something to say.
But if you're saying records, why
if
isn't
you
Draymond
want to
Green?
argue about a player, Bojan from the Jazz, he's the second option. He's averaging 17 points a game. But other than that, I can't. It's nothing. bro.
Draymond Green. If you're talking records, Draymond Green is on the Warriors. Why is he not over Wiggins?
because he didn't get the player
Because he
votes.
didn't get the votes.
That's not the question. We're not asking about the votes. We're asking, did he
Yeah.
deserve it? Did
He didn't
did
get the
Wiggins
votes.
deserve to
Draymond-
be over
Draymond got
Draymond?
more
That's the
player votes
question.
than,
Well, our argument is Wiggins met the
Wait, go
requirements.
ahead, go ahead,
Then he deserves what he got.
Time out.
Draymond got more player votes than Wiggins.
Thank you.
Time out. The media, players, and fans all together. But that's like me saying, did Trump deserve to be
Draymond got
president?
more votes
He
than
still got
Andrew-
president because of the votes.
But that's not what we're talking about. Clearly,
He's
he
still
has
got
it.
votes.
We can't take it away from him. He's a starter. It's a
All right,
fact.
then.
That's
So
not
why
what
we
we're
arguing?
debating. We're
Why we
debating,
arguing?
did he
Why we
deserve it
arguing?
or not? He did not
deserved
deserve it. Draymond Green, if you want to talk records, Cam, Draymond Green has won, correct? He is the leading candidate for Defense Player of the Year. He deserves to be over Wiggins.
Did the fans think so? Did the players think so?
Why are you talking
The
about
players-
that? I said, did he
Did he
deserve it? Clearly, he got it. It's done.
Did Trump deserve
he
to be
deserve
president?
it? Did he deserve it?
Okay. Logan. I believe the fan vote overpowers the player and media.
And that's a flawed system. As Mio was saying, I'm not worried about the system. I just said that Wiggins deserved it.
He deserved it. I don't care what you say.
The
Clearly,
players,
it was-
the players in the media believe that Draymond deserved it.
That Wiggins deserved it.
Yeah,
Clearly,
no, that Green deserves to be the starter, but the fan votes took over and got.
And that's
Wiggins
why
in there.
the fan vote is.
Oh, guys,
I don't think it should be eradicated.
I love
It
the
needs to
debate
be
we have
less.
for this question, but I think we should table this off to have time for our final question. Honestly.
Wait, hold on. One more
The
thing.
last
One more thing. They have Luka listed as a guard, but if Luka was a forward, he'd been a starter.
yeah, he would have been a starter. He would have been a starter.
That's
Just
fine.
like that.
That's fine. That's why I said Draymond.
So
I
that's
said
it.
Draymond.
That's our argument.
But we
Well,
talking
Draymond
about,
is a forward. So I mean,
but
Draymond
he
lost
did-
because of the fan vote. He lost because of the fan vote.
Yes.
He didn't get the vote.
Yes.
All right, and that makes no sense. But all right, we gotta get on to the
You
next
gonna,
question.
you gonna brawl the
Hey,
voters?
hey, Lamar
You gonna throw-
Jackson.
Heck
Lamar
yeah.
Jackson's a Pro
Heck
Bowler,
yeah.
bro.
What are y'all doing?
Lamar Jackson's a Pro Bowler.
Hey, let's skip that for that. Let's ignore that.
Oh, I mean, but it don't make
Oh,
sense.
man.
Nope. We're not talking about that.
I have to agree with you there, Cam. But all right, this one's gonna be a good one. Let me. Here we go. All right. Our last question of the day, and then we're gonna end this thing off. But so Lakers head coach Frank Vogel is reportedly on the hot seat, but some people believe the Lakers' struggles haven't entirely been his fault. In a few of the Lakers' outings last week, Vogel made the decision to sit point guard Russell Westbrook for extended periods of time during the fourth quarter. Which move makes the Lakers a better team, firing Frank Vogel or trading Russell Westbrook?
Trading Russell Westbrook. I don't believe that Westbrook fits with them. I think Westbrook is much more better by himself.
1,000%.
We saw.
Anybody else?
Russell Westbrook. He was shaky at the start of the Wizards, but then he got better on with like Bradley Beal. I think he works better with something like that.
Like a shooter, you saying like somebody who could just shoot the ball? You saying, Cam?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the pressure.
A high volume score. You saying it's the pressure? Like what? Pressure of LA?
Yeah, it's the pressure. of LA
Playing
and
LeBron or what?
It's both.
It's a lot of pressure.
I think
Westbrook doesn't strike me as a guy who feels pressure.
I
I don't
believe
think Westbrook feels enough pressure.
I believe if he went to somebody like the Kings, he'll do better.
I agree.
There's another thing. LeBron is like the guard. You know, Russ used to having the ball in his hand, and you making
For
Russ
sure.
having you making Russ turn into like a shot
Spot
creator.
shooter.
And it's a bad fit.
I'm gonna say this. Like, we know that there's players that was superstars, and when they teamed with LeBron, they
Mhm.
went down. I think Russell Westbrook is one of those players that can't like become who they were before LeBron.
All right. Because LeBron is the one, doing most of the dishing, and Westbrook want that ball.
It's
Go
the
ahead,
same.
Tay.
It's like, I mean, I understand about AD's hurting and all that, but I think we saw more of AD when he was with the Pelicans.
I don't know.
I agree wholeheartedly with what you guys said. I think this marriage was a poor union.
So which one?
This was
I'll say
Makes the Lakers a better team.
I'll say if John Wall was with the Lakers, it probably been better.
No. Let's not go that far. John Wall can't shoot either. And John Wall has
Hey, he
injury
shoots better than
history.
Westbrook.
Whoa, I
He
agree
shoots
with you.
He does
Westbrook.
actually not shoot much better than Westbrook.
I
He
agree
shoots
with you.
better. I didn't say much better. I said he shoots better.
And actually, let me give you some stats from the
Westbrook-
past few games.
No,
In the past 3 out of 5 games, Russell Westbrook has shot over 66% from three. So
Has he? Have we forgotten about his stretch of shooting under
Hey,
20%?
Hey,
just stretches.
LeBron been trying to recruit John Wall for a minute, bro.
John
Hold on,
Wall
let's
has
get Tay's
injury
take.
history.
You know how many
Real
times,
quick. We'll get into it.
how many times I've seen Westbrook blow a layup?
Blow a dunk. How about blow a dunk? I seen a bunch of blown dunks too.
All them
How about
turnovers,
shots that
bro?
hit the top of the backboard?
You can't tell me John Wall gonna do that. I don't remember him turning over the ball and blowing layups like that.
He does not turn the ball over as much as Westbrook. Not at all.
Got the shooting part.
Last season,
They
actually, I
both
think I remember last season, John Wall had one of the most horrendous games where he had like 0 points and like 13 turnovers.
Are we talking about one game? Are we talking about one game?
Yeah, one game.
You guys saying you guys couldn't imagine John Wall doing that? He did. He has done that. Players do.
He's done it. He did it in one game. Russell Westbrook does it religiously though.
I just gave that as an example. I just thought of an example off the top of my head of John Wall doing that.
Compared to
he's done that. Players do that.
You gave an example when Westbrook is doing it like habitually. He goes on a press conference.
Man, wake up, Clarence. So wait, let's get everybody taken real quick before we get into this argument. So I'm gonna say trading Russell Westbrook makes him a better team.
I don't think you can trade Westbrook. So in my opinion, I think you fire Vogel.
Yeah.
Vogel has displayed the poor coaching ability, in my opinion.
I think this. I don't know.
I think Westbrook has talent, and there's a way to make it work. I just don't think Vogel is the guy who's gonna figure it out. There's a way. It's not Vogel.
Both.
You think both?
You got Frank Vogel is a defensive-minded coach playing with players who don't play defense.
Cannot play defense.
Yeah, so that's the issue right there. So you got Frank Vogel doing things that you're probably not comfortable with, and now you need two players doing stuff. And now everyone look like they ain't got a real position for it. And then they always choose up a lineup. They got help involved too. And I think what other coach out there is gonna come in there and really fix Westbrook and the Lakers?
And that's what I'm saying. That's why get rid of Vogel? No coach is gonna do better. You're giving this man jalapenos and ask him to make lemonade. They don't play defense. Y'all not gonna play defense and win.
Your dad taught you that saying or something?
No, but it was nice, right?
It
was kind of terrible, actually.
Bro, y'all get the point, right? Y'all want to drink jalapeno juice? All right,
I know
get the point.
I am so confused right now. Why are we talking about jalapenos? Like that's saying got me confused.
So, Clarence, what you think, bro? Which one?
I don't know. I heard Frank Vogel been on the hot seat for a minute. Actually, this is not his first time. So it must be him. Clearly, they just putting Russ in there because he got throw a scapegoat.
I mean, but didn't Frank win the Mickey Mouse ring?
He did win the chip in 2020.
That's a different topic, but I got opinions about that one. I got lots of opinions on that one.
I'm sure you do. But let's get into this.
If your coach leads us a ring, I mean, is it him?
Clearly he can do it. Clearly we've seen him do it.
Well, let's be honest.
You know who we haven't seen do it? You know who we haven't seen do it? We have not seen Russell Westbrook do it ever. He will never get a chip as a 1 through 3rd option. He will never get a championship as a 1 through 3 option.
You're comparing a coach to a player in terms of getting a ring. That's not a fair comparison there.
We can go further. I'm just saying Westbrook is not it. He's not it. He has to be traded. And if that John Wall trade is actually on the table, that's probably the only trade that is on the table for Russell Westbrook. And I make that move now, right now.
You'd be a trash GM if you made that move. Your problems will still.
Let me tell you why. What you did say was valid. You said John Wall has an injury history
and doesn't shoot much better, and actually has turnover history.
He shoots better, and he does not. You want to talk about turnover issues? You know how many years Russell Westbrook has led the league in turnovers?
I'm not saying like Westbrook doesn't turn the ball over more, but like he handles the ball more than John Wall too as well. Much more, has a much more usage rate. Russell Westbrook's having more turnovers as a result of his usage rate more than anything else.
It's also a result of carelessness and playing too fast. Shaq was at the Magic game last week and told Russ in the middle of the game, "You're playing way too fast."
That is something Shaq said. Yes.
This is what Russ does. He runs full speed. You have to slow down and take the game slower sometimes. And John Wall, the reason why I'm gonna say this is the biggest reason. John Wall plays defense. John Wall is one of the best shot blocking point guards of all time. John Wall will play a little bit of defense.
John Wall has also been battling so many injuries.
He does. He's a better IQ than Westbrook. He's a better defender than Westbrook.
He does not have better IQ
less
than Westbrook.
Less turnovers than Westbrook. He has a turnover injury. Last year, John Wall averaged 20 and 7. He can do it. Bring me John Wall. Even if he has to come off the bench, this is addition by subtraction. Get Russell Westbrook off the court. It's a bad fit. You all admit it. It's a bad fit. It won't work.
Like we already did this before in real life.
But John Wall's not a good fit either.
He did. John Wall's a much better fit.
He's not a good fit.
John's better. He's a much better fit. What do you mean? It's not that great, but it's a lot. It's still better, bro.
It ain't ideal. You're not gonna get anything ideal for Westbrook now, but it's better.
That's the best case. Out of the worst.
That's the only case. That's the only case.
I'm not gonna argue that one. I feel like we saw this before. I don't know why. Like it's just like we're about to repeat something we already saw.
Well, we said it off camera. You feel me?
No, I'm talking
I'll
about
put my hands up on this one.
the John Wall and like Russell Westbrook exchange again.
Oh, yeah. We definitely did see that.
Oh, we did see that trade already.
And who did better in that exchange? Russell Westbrook.
That Rocket team was horrible.
Yeah,
I was about to
What are
say,
you talking about?
what did you expect?
I'm talking about
Wall to do?
individually, by themselves. Not even
Well,
the team.
John Wall averaged 20 and 7. He wasn't doing bad.
Yeah, he was.
Westbrook averaged like 24 and like a triple double.
But they shut him down too, so he didn't. They really get to show off his full potential. They won the.
No, they shut him down towards the end of the season. That was when they shut him down.
Okay, so who got to finish their season though?
And that's when Russell Westbrook actually started playing better towards the end of his season.
Exactly. So.
No, Westbrook started playing better in the midway point, not just the end, like the midway point, then to the end, like around like when the All-Star game started, around this time of year, actually, ironically. But yeah, I think most of you guys say like this is a bad marriage. I say Vogel's not the guy. You guys say just try to find a way to get Westbrook out and try out Vogel. Fair
Seen
point.
Vogel do it though.
Get rid of both of them.
Yeah, like this is
Hey.
that the end. Is this the end?
Yeah, I think that's it. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree, fellas. Great episode.
Let's slide this because if Houston gets him, they want to buy out. They want to buy him out, Westbrook. So where would he go?
You can't buy out Westbrook's contract unless you got money.
That's what they said they're going to do. You can see
They said as soon as they trade, they're gonna buy him out. So
Really? That's wild.
Yeah.
that is
Oh,
wild.
actually, that would make sense because like it would give Westbrook the freedom to go where he wants.
Exactly. So where would
Where
Westbrook
would
go?
he go? That's a good question, Tay. Back to OKC with Shy?
Stop.
No.
I think all bridges burned there.
He'll sign a minimum deal with the Nets.
Please stop. Oh my
You have Kyrie and Westbrook part-time, both of them part-time.
I'll tell you right now, that team would get worse.
It would not.
Turnovers, less defense, bad IQ. I'm telling you.
They already struggling with James Harden.
And part-time Kyrie, the chemistry gonna be off.
James Harden be acting like he don't know how to play basketball some days.
Oh, he coming back now. He coming back.
Whatever. He trying to leave.
Let's end this joint.
He want to go to the strip clubs and shit. Bum ass.
Are you good, bro?
Nah, bro. KD and Kyrie don't need that type of energy, bro. Tell his ass to go.
I don't think James Harden. You heard he's trying to like test free agency.
Yeah, he can get the boot, bro. Nobody got that type of time for that.
Yeah, I don't think he's happy about what he got with Brooklyn.
Because Kyrie is part-time. He wants to win.
You blaming Kyrie? James Harden don't be showing up in the playoffs, bro. He's not a playoff.
We gonna see this.
James Harden is part-time.
We gotta end this now.
All right, we gonna end this. My bad. Hey, Logan, you know what to do.
All right. Once again, thank you for being a part of this, the Who's Rapping fam. Great debate today, fellas. We got more topics coming soon. Some great championship games coming up this weekend. Please enjoy. Let us know what you think about this episode, and thank you once again.
Also, stay tuned for our upcoming works. We love you.